Yes, they went through all the bans immediately and didn't ban Jug. What face? Okay,
I
by
mean,
the
I
way,
don't
do you
know.
know this Ice Yeti or Daydreamer?
Yeah, ish. I know of them. I think I've played a little bit with them.
Okay.
Not a ton though.
I know neither of them. I think I've heard of Ice Yeti, but I don't actually know that for sure.
I see.
But I thought Bunyan's was gonna be 3 in this lobby. He is not. Bunyan's +4,
Very pog.
I think. Whatever, I can't open it.
I mean, that makes sense. Is
Yes.
I guess is Pisha 2 or 3?
He sent it to me, but I don't remember.
Actually, you know what's really surprising? Nobody banned Marcy, and nobody
Yes.
picked it until 8. That's very interesting.
Yes. Marcy picked. Hang on, where?
I thought the CK hero was like kind of dead.
It
So at
is.
least so
Yeah, no, it
yeah,
is.
okay,
Let's
cool.
see, let's see. Hang on. They're drafting too fast. I was looking for their
Yeah,
lineup.
in RD12 yesterday, I just got Bristle Alchemist and Pudge Alchemist, and it was not fun. So I'm glad Bristle is not in this game.
Oh, he didn't tell me. He just told me that he's 4. Okay.
Oh, okay. So we'll
Um,
find out.
yes. Maybe it's I see again. I don't know this daydreaming guy, so I don't know if he's like good. If he's good, then it's
No,
some
he's good.
combination of like him, Ice Yeti,
Yeah.
Pishcha, uh, one, two,
No,
three.
he's good. He's been good every time I've played with him. He's owned it.
Yeah, I'd imagine Pishcha 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So maybe Daydreamer +1.
No, Yeti's the one, I assume.
Yeti's
Yeti's
the
the
one.
one
Okay.
only. One only
Ice
Yeti.
Yeti doesn't sound like a position 1 name, you know.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
pretty
Position
funny.
ones are just malt. Also, Yorkham broken. Oh no. Oh
No, it's
no.
broken? Why is it broken?
Oh, I know why. Because I'm not directly. Because I went out to watch the chat, and I went to read the chat message you sent me, so it's focused on that instead of the cam. But it's fine. It's working.
It'll work, I believe. I'm excited to watch it in 2
Um,
minutes.
Look at this. They banned the warlock against them. So, I did when Bunyan sent me the team. Like I clicked on some of the people, and the only matches that show up are tournament matches, and they picked like Warlock, Ursa lane a lot.
I mean, yeah,
That's
it's
what I saw.
it's an Agile 5, right?
Yeah, one
So,
Warlock, Wyvern are both. Like they actually just banned both, but very
yeah,
popular fives
that's
now.
fair.
The
Yeah,
heal meta,
heal
no
meta.
salves.
Too strong.
Jug still in the pool. I actually think this.
This Marcy hero is still nuts.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think, especially with Beastmaster, you get the boar or like a hawk you can jump off of. It's great.
Yeah, I think the only first phase ban I disagree with is the Bristle first ban.
No, I
I
don't
think
know. That
I think if
hero's
you first phase Bristle,
insane.
it's not good enough.
I think that hero's insane, and they banned Viper, so
No,
like
I
they're
think it's
prevent.
good, but I like if you're gonna ban it, I'd rather ban Alk first than Bristle.
That's fair. I just
Like
think
Alk's crazy good
they
too.
saw the Viper ban, so they thought they were gonna pick it anyway, and they just
Yeah,
didn't want to deal with it. I assume
yeah, no, I hear that, but you could have banned Marcy instead.
they could have, but then they'd have to
Like
go
that's
through
what I
some.
mean by disagree. Is like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like if you were first phasing Bristle, then it's very counterable, even
yeah.
without Viper in the pool.
I feel like I don't like the Skywrath pick. I feel like it dies pretty easily. It gets jumped on, and I feel like it doesn't have enough like disable necessarily.
Yeah,
Or like it just feels
the
a little
idea's got to
weird.
be, yeah, the idea's got to be with Roar.
Yeah, Roar is definitely insane, but like I
I
feel
think
like
you're right. I think Marcy Sky is a weird
yeah, it's a weird
combo to
support
me.
duo.
You're right.
Assuming it's a support duo, not like a Marcy one.
True.
Um,
I can't imagine they're gonna try and run Marcy one, but you never know.
never know. Emberverse Void Spirit. I think I've
It should get pretty
heard.
even, right?
Yeah, it's like very skill based, but I thought Ember was a bit better. but I'm not certain. I don't play mid.
Yeah.
Cringe.
See, I don't mid either. Is the issue? I could see Ember being a bit better because it should farm the jungle faster. So
Yeah.
if you trade even on lane, you end up ahead just by nature of being able to slight farm camps.
Yep.
Because Void has to bomb like so much mana to farm one medium camp. So I guess that's a thing. Also, Ember into CK, very nice.
Yes.
For Ember, I mean, like
Yeah,
unironically, very nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I actually feel like CK is
I
gonna have such a
think.
sad game. Like
Yeah, I
he
think
goes
so
on
too.
Sky and no one else. I mean, you
Yeah,
get
it's especially because now
Axes,
it's like
Roar.
guaranteed a 1 CK. But
Yeah.
I do like the Night Stalker pick. I think Night Stalker might be able to just carry this game. Like it's one of those games where I feel like nothing stops him. Uh, or they're using like all their spells on him, right? And it's
Yep.
feels good basically.
No, it definitely feels good. Um,
It's a very dangerous Night Stalker, I think.
yeah, they are leaving their 4-5 for last. I'd actually like to see him probably. Maybe I'll take that. I was gonna say like pick an aggro 4 and put Zeus 5. I don't know how much I like Zeus 5, but it does get picked up now and again.
Yeah, I
Like
think
it's not as greedy as it used to be because you have Heavenly Jump now.
yeah, I saw was it Fada, I think played it in one of
Mm,
the Quincy series. It was very very cool to watch.
yeah, because it used to be if you picked Zeus, it's like oh, it has to be very greedy 4 because you have no mobility, so you just Nimbus bot.
Yeah.
But now you go
I mean,
like
he's
Bastet
still
on lane.
he's still just a damage bot, but
Yeah, but since you have the jump, you don't need to like get Nimbus out to have impact. Because if
yeah, that's
they
true.
try
That's
and
true.
chase you around, you can just have some utility.
Yeah, I'm still not a huge fan of it personally,
No,
but
yeah, but it's
it's like
definitely playable.
it's still very good.
Yeah,
It doesn't agree
but
with like
it's kind of funny. I do think they need like a lockdown 4, even though they have CK Stun, Void Spirit, and us. Like
yeah, they don't have like
they have a lot of chase, but not a lot of like lock you in place kind of deal. So
yeah, it's also there's no like casual stuns kind of. It's all
yeah,
they're like heavy committal with I mean Remnant is like hard to land without committing stuff, right?
right. So they have
CK
like
wants to
CK
always
Bolt for
drift
Pulp,
in.
but yeah,
Yeah. Whereas like I feel
yeah,
like Marcy can kind of just jump in, stun, and like walk away. It's like
right.
Esper
Yep.
combo, that's kind of fine, and then the rest of her team goes on it.
Yeah, and we see Nick's clock span, so it kind of brings up something as well, is they have to be really careful to not let their 4 be like run out of the fights because Void Spirit, Night Stalker, even CK really like chase pretty well. But if they pick like a slow 4, like say they picked Ogre, right? They really
Yeah,
shouldn't pick Ogre, but say they did. Ogre has no way to keep up and just gets left behind.
yeah.
He's waddling around the fight the whole time, like it's never gonna happen. So
I wonder what this last pick for Radiant's gonna be.
mm,
I feel like they need.
carry matchup into CK.
Yeah,
There you go. Yeah,
that
Elk.
is. Yep, that's it.
They could have gone for Jug as well, right? It's not banned.
Yeah, I think Alk's like a lot more frontliney, which is something they need. Than
Yeah. Yeah, I
Jug
just mentioned the Jug because Jug into CK feels pretty nice. Because you're almost always getting Mjolnir nowadays.
That's true, but Jug into like Night Stalker
But
feels
Alk's very
really
nice as
sad.
well. Yeah.
Whereas Night Stalker into Alk is very nice for Alk because he doesn't care
Mm-hmm.
about like the silence, and it's a very good lane because Night Stalker is essentially useless for the
That's
first
right.
4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, they're gonna have a hard time killing Alk if they let him hit this like 25-minute timing, right?
Yeah, I mean it could be even faster than that. Like
No, so I think they can hunt him early. Yeah. See, this is a hero
yeah,
that kind of gets run out of the fight.
yeah,
They do
but
go to the AA5 though, so
it's gonna be all A's job is get the ulti on Alk and
yep.
make the other
I'll be honest,
jobs
I
easier.
don't know that I like this pick. I mean, it is decent in lane with the CK as well. Like you should
I
be
think
hitting
it
cold feet stuns, but
yeah, I think it'll be
it
interesting.
feels like food for Ember though.
Yeah, it definitely does. You're absolutely right about that. It's gonna send an ulti
Yeah, it
hopefully hit
literally,
it
yeah,
and
mid game
then
it's
die.
ult bot and press no buttons.
Yeah, I think Zeus is also very afraid of this Emperor. I think
Yeah,
they don't have enough for him. It's gonna be like a Blink Night Stalker that really kills him.
yeah, exactly.
Um,
And it feels like the same backline weakness isn't so apparent over on the crazy guy side, right?
yeah, I think Sky is pretty easy food, but I think this
Yeah, but
Marcy is
Marcy
not.
wants to go in already. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Marcy's completely fine with going in, stunning, and dying.
Yep.
So,
So yeah, we'll have to see. I do like the crazy guy draft better, I think.
I think so too. I like the Marcy 5 idea. I think the getting a bunch of points in like the lifesteal could be very cool. Getting a
Mm-hmm.
lot of points in the stun. You don't need a lot of levels on Marcy, especially 5. I don't think you skill W.
Yeah,
That's for
maybe
like
put
pushing
like
out
a value
lanes.
point at some point, but
Yeah,
yeah.
you value point Q W and probably max E.
I bet people are maxing Dispose. I'd have to look at how it scales, because I'll be honest, I haven't played Marcy since it released.
Yeah, I've been playing her a
Um,
bunch.
but how does Dispose scale, right? Because I
It's
feel like you're probably
okay.
maxing Dispose, right?
Yeah, it's okay. I think you really just need to. It's like just the good thing about dispose is its repositioning. Like
Actually, wait.
it's
How does the W scale? Does the W give you more
W
move
is
speed per level?
just damage, I believe.
Okay.
Whereas dispose is damage and a little bit of stun duration, but that stun duration is not as impactful as just them moving them.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
getting like the lifesteal and damage for this alchemist might be really nice.
Oh no, my config is not a thing.
Oh,
Oh
Sag.
no. I have WASD to the camera. Oh no.
Oh no.
This is actually a disaster. Okay, hang on.
All right.
Marcy. Okay, hang on. F11. Change me to caster config. Oh, it did it! It did it. Okay, we're
Nice.
fine. I
Yeah,
have
the stun
auto direct
gets
camera.
increased by a second. And there's a bit of cooldown reduction from RCQ. The
Okay,
W
yeah.
it increases in damage and slow, but
No,
that's
so you gotta
not
max
how you use it.
dispose, right? The stun duration's pretty.
It goes from point 0.9 to 2.1. It's a second over 4 levels. It's nice, but I don't necessarily know
Yeah.
if you need it. Whereas I think sidekick can be a really cool idea because the cooldown on sidekick goes down a lot
Yeah,
more.
down to 12 seconds.
It's like 2/3 lower, right? It's like kind of insane.
Yeah. No, that's pretty nice.
And
I don't know. I'll be honest, like, I know what all the spells do. I've not paid attention to a single pro build. This is in, like, every other game.
yeah. No, I've watched like I saw
Oh,
Crit do it on
your cam seems to be
4.113.
broken again. What a face. Is it
Oh no.
pausing the stream if I've minimized Discord? Can you move your camera around real quick? Okay,
Yeah.
it's picking it up now. We're fine, I
Okay.
think.
Cool.
It paused on the draft screen for some reason. Uh, I put it up on the stream so that if people watching are confused, because I'm gonna talk about it for like 2 minutes and not show it,
Very cool.
as I inspect my stream. Um, I've ruined the surprise by by breaking it before the game started.
It's okay.
Production quality. But yeah, I haven't paid attention to builds on this hero at all.
Now the fight resumes. But will it follow the same
Oh,
thread?
okay.
Oh, I think one very interesting thing is Beastmaster started with axes.
Yes, that
Um,
is
is that
pretty.
normal?
You can. I mean, I remember it was a build.
Yeah, it's like you can, but it's not.
30 seconds.
I
Right.
don't know particularly why. You might feel a little bit scared in this
I
lane
guess
because
he thinks.
AACK level 1 really
Yeah,
strong.
I think he thinks he can't walk up, so he's just
Yeah,
gonna steal
look at
CS.
this. It's gonna be a fight bottom. Marcy walks in first.
Ooh, Alcott
Channeling out
stun
the
level
stun
1.
level 1, but cold feet. Marcy in a lot of trouble. Stun comes out. Dispose back. CK Ice Yeti taking damage, and they will trade 1-for-1 first blood over to Pistra on that Void Spirit as Ember gonna take down as well. Look at the stun channel in the trees.
I
That's so
think
sad. That's
it
2
is very
stuns from
sad.
Alc.
I think Alc stun is a very powerful ability if you skill it, but I think it griefs his lane. I think he needs this acid spray. Like that's what makes him a strong
Yeah.
lane early on, and I think this is gonna feel really bad in about 2 minutes.
you can take it level 1 if you have ideas of being aggro, so they're gonna have to really try and hit some disposes in this lane.
But I think that's hard.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
He's just getting really low in mid off the first wave. He's no regen coming out just now, so.
I think is his bottle ready? Yeah, his bottle's ready.
Searing Chains comes out. Level 2 on Ember. Oof.
Oof.
Jesus
That was
Christ.
close. He lived at 28.
That was so close. You never see that now. Alright, here comes the stun. Bunyan's, yeah. Bunyan's is gonna go down, I think.
Yeah, you never see it because.
There's the
Oh,
click
nice
down.
kill, bottom. You never see that because the rune fights are never normally don't happen.
Right, yeah.
So they used a lot of resources to fight that. They got weird skills.
Some lane holding going on top. Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Remove lane shenanigans, please.
I mean, they tried.
I know, they make it harder every patch, and every patch it comes back.
It's just too good.
Alright, so Alk now has the spray, but he has no mana.
Yeah, he has no mana and
Despair.
he doesn't have greed, which is
Look
sad.
at this, dispose back, but kind of no cares.
Yeah.
And Alk using his few points of mana to channel another stun.
Yeah, it was
Can't really
unfortunate.
agree with
They
that
found-
one, that's very
They
overzealous.
found the Zeus. He skilled bolt level 1 instead of jump. I think
Yep,
with jump
see
he
pings
never
coming up
dies.
top. Hold feet
And now-
and trading.
Water runes for the mid laners. Infinite
Yep.
regen. Nobody's ever gonna die anymore.
Look at
now.
this, Ember full HP, has the bottle. Ishta
Yep.
full HP, has the bottle.
Very cool. Mid lane.
See, I'm not a mid player, but I can pretend like I share the same plight of caring. Care 0%. And yeah, now it's Farm Fest time. CK 12 CS top of the board. I don't know, what do we think? Dire Lane should be pretty strong, right?
I think so. I think Bunyan just needed his second point, and now he's not gonna die anymore.
Yeah, I
he's
got the
gonna be
jump.
pretty
Look at this,
safe.
Alex running all the way over with the stun channeled up. Has nothing to do,
And
he's
it's
gonna
just-
stun himself.
Just stunned himself, yeah.
Yeah. Bunny's making tons of space and snags the rune. I mean, this is
Oh,
very nice. He might be in trouble now, I say that. He's got 5 stick, actually. He's the one making moves here.
he is.
It's gonna be a kill. One more click. He doesn't have mana for bolt, but he does have jump.
There are two.
There's
Ember
no vision.
is also very low, and top is the one.
Oh
that
no,
actually
I missed the
dies.
kill top as I watched the chase down. It doesn't even work. Despair.
Yeah, mid. They were fighting heavily. So now Seb is really low on this Ember.
Yeah, so is
They're-
Fishcha, but
they're
Water
both
Rune's
low.
coming up in 15 seconds, so
Not to mention, if he was really in trouble, there were bounty runes aplenty.
yes. Just the one, because Bunyan's was able to snipe one and
Sir.
okay, he fed top. Let's see.
Yeah, but as soon as Marcy
Shouldn't
gets
have missed
out,
that.
Elk gets run at. So I'm interested in what Elk is gonna go. I wonder if he's gonna go for like the Radiance and just
I
try
think you
to
have to go the Radiance nowadays. He's
Yeah,
really stunning, trying to go for these stuns a lot, and Bunyan's taking a lot of damage. Jesus.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I thought he was in no trouble at all, and he was in a lot of trouble. Like, wow, I totally underestimated that one. But yeah, no, I think you have to go the Radiance now. The build-up is nicer. Giving the innate evasion is pretty juicy, because your evasion isn't blocked by BKB. Here's the stun
Yeah.
onto Jay. Jay, though.
I was wondering
7
if some-
armor, so. And
like a
top
Mjolnir.
again.
Ooh.
CK going down. Agile, gonna get dove under the tower. Axes come out, and Skywrath will secure the kill.
So something that's really nice about this top lane actually is the Axe's spell amp for the Sky has been really,
Yes.
I think, helpful. Sky's actually putting 2 points in the queue.
No, that's damage amp for Beastmaster only, right?
Oh, maybe.
Amplifies damage from Beastmaster.
I thought it was for
units.
everyone.
Yes.
Never mind.
Do not amp the sky damage. But the magic burst has been a lot, apparently,
Yeah.
because
Still enough.
yeah,
It cuts
just
down
the 2
raindrop
points in axes, yeah, 2 points in axes, and then Sky sending what are they? Arcane bolts? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Did I get that right? Ah, good for me.
Very dumb.
I'm horrible with spell names. I'm like, oh yes, that is the Q.
Ooh, Sky's coming bottom.
Yeah, Sky with the bottom. Alec channeling up another stun, dispose, takes Jay back into the acid spray. Couple of clicks, but Alec pretty low, so he's forced to back, and now Jay able to escape back under tower, so
He's
missed
so
opportunity
tanky.
there, and Jinx runs under the tower, takes a couple of shots, but be okay.
He's so tanky with his bracer, helm, and like 9 stick. He didn't even
He's
have
got
to
15 armor under the tower.
Yeah. What a hero.
So, you know, acid spray takes, how much? 5 armor? And you're like, oh yes, I have 10 armor, thank you. Jay, trying to run down and actually just get a solo kill his first nighttime. Pisha, with the rotation, gonna help out and take it. Immediate TP back to the mid lane. And he misses 0 creeps on that rotation. That's insane.
Very cool.
You know, maybe he missed 1 creep. If he missed the melee before he left. But okay.
But
I mean,
Dire
that's
still
juicy.
has a large CS advantage in every lane, and specifically this bottom lane. Night Stalker has 37 and he has 13 denies, while Alk only has 15. So Alk is just not able to play.
As you say, it toss him back into the concoction stun, and this time Jay is gonna go down. Eventually, yes.
Yes,
For a second, he almost got out. I mean,
it is scary.
yeah, you had to say good things about him, right?
I did.
Yeah, so Alec does have that Radiance queued up now. I get what you're saying about the Mjolnir, I just think the evasion also very good against CK, so more than happy to go for this Radiance.
I'm getting told that I'm a little low compared to you
You're getting told you're a little low compared to me. Okay.
on the stream.
Yes. No, I understand you. I will fix.
The word on the street is, in the whispers of DMs.
Okay, in 2 minutes we'll
In 2
see if
minutes.
that's fixed. Yeah, so
Hopefully it
maybe.
is. Hopefully it is. They're going on the Night Stalker again though. This is
Yeah.
this is really sad for him. He's dying
Yeah,
twice in
with
a
the
row
Ember rotation. Yeah.
with Dark Ascension at nighttime. That sucks. But they are bringing 4, so I think it's still like okay, because this
Yeah.
CK is getting fat. He's at 50 CS already.
Yes. Yeah,
He
no,
is.
CK. So as soon as they brought Sky down, all this pressure that Beast was able to apply kind of disappears. Because in a 1v1 lane, absolutely no shot are you contesting CK as Beastmaster.
Yeah.
Especially with the max axes build instead of with the boar, because your boar just gets like 2 hit.
Yep.
So despair.
Despair.
But yeah, CK probably just gonna retreat off towards the jungle, maybe clear a wave and then head over. But actually, I say that Pisha coming up on Invis room.
It looks like
He is gonna make the loop behind, and they should be able to find Beast here. Cutting the trees, does suspect, but not ready for the Invis rune. As the nice chain comes out, Ice Yeti gonna secure himself that kill.
So at the same time, Agile tried to play some wards in the bottom jungle, and he got found out and dewarded.
Yes,
Something
the
I would like to
opportunity
point
for
out-
Yoey Cam, but
Yes, but it wasn't there.
need more gank, fat boy. Who's the fat boy here?
I assume Ice Yeti is the fat boy.
See, I do not know this man, but get called out.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I think what is really interesting, the Marcy is going for a 1-1-3 build to try to help her
Is
Alchemist.
that right?
So I think that's pretty cool. But I think with the attack
Yes.
speed from Beastmaster,
TP's coming in
Marcy,
mid. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off as Bunyan's tanking the Mystic Flare. Heavenly jump over the cliff. Stick charges up in 8 seconds, but not gonna make it. The Sleight of Fist takes him down before the Arcane Bolt gets home. Anyway, you were saying about the Marcy who's going down.
yeah, he did go for the sidekick points. So with the Beastmaster attack speed for Alchemist, does Alchemist come mid game when he hits his like Radiance BKB?
Yes.
It's gonna be great. And I am told through the whispers of DMs, our change to the volume is now perfect. So
Perfect.
you
Look
love
at
to see
that.
it.
Past me, you did a great job.
Yeah, you did.
In 2 minutes from now,
Wonderful.
you hear me kiss my own ass. Mwah.
Oh man.
Okay, perfect.
So Beastmaster is going for a Vlad's first. It looks like. I'm not sure if he's gonna go for the Wraith Pact or the upgraded Helm Dom.
Yes.
We're just gonna have to see.
It's gotta be. Actually, okay.
Yeah, it could
If
be
you go
either.
the Overlord, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thought, and that's Texas Shard.
Oh, that's true. Actually, NS
Okay.
Shard's insane. It'll just kill
You
it.
can only eat the Ancient during the night, right?
Yeah,
But every
but
fight
you eat the ancient.
Marcy goes down in the mid. He gets sniped by a
He might have.
AA
Not
blast.
paying
Yeah,
attention.
that is what happened.
Okay. If we look at the net worth, I am highly concerned for Dire or for Radiant actually.
Yes, you see they're behind in net worth with an Alk.
Yeah,
91 CS on CK, but
That's
I don't know my
very scary.
hotkeys.
I think this could spell disaster. I think if he doesn't start pulling ahead in like the next like 2 minutes, I think like okay. So the problem with this alchemist is he has these small items like phase boots and soul ring, and his lane didn't go well. So he bought these
Yep.
laning items, and his lane didn't even go well. Like it's very sad. I think that's kind of the problem with rushing the soul ring. Really, is that
Yeah, if your lane goes well, it feels great, but
yeah. But now that it didn't, it's like it's very sad because now his radiance is going to be super slow too.
yeah.
Whereas he could have like sacrificed his lane a little bit because it was gonna be problems anyway. And really dumpster the CK, right? But we have a fight.
Look at this, we're gonna have a big fight mid. Bunyan's getting jumped on the back, but Ember gonna be forced to back up and play with his team as Icy Eddie here is in with the rotation. Marcy goes down at the start of the fight. Roar dropped out, but onto Night Stalker behind his entire team. Darkness already out as well, and forced to disengage. Or the
That was a
Radiant.
really good disengage from Radiant.
Yes.
That was very smart.
Ember?
They know that Alchemist
Ember?
is not ready to fight, whereas
Silence
CK
gonna catch him out. He's gonna get rooted by the cold feet. Zeus Thunder Gods was in and click down Sev. Under the ward. Look at that,
Yeah,
you said
so-
it was a good disengage.
well,
You're not good at
he-
talking.
he didn't get fully out. I'm just cast a curse. What can you do?
That's right. Hey, it happens to the pros, as, you know, Bishja. Thanks the silence, thanks the Sky ult, Mystic Flare, that's what it's called. Told you I was good with spells.
Yeah, but I still like their idea. They just got chased down. Ember, I don't know how Ember got caught, but it was unfortunate. But CK is like
Yeah.
ready to fight, right? He's ready to put his dick on the line. Whereas
right.
this Alchemist doesn't even have an item yet, like to do anything. Alchemist is still literally
Yep.
useless in any engagement, and it's hard countered by the AA last pick.
Yep. Radiance will be out pretty soon, so
He'll be out soon, but he doesn't want to fight with that. He wants to farm up like another item or two.
no,
ideally.
absolutely.
So like
I,
he has a lot of time before he comes online and hits his like real timing.
Yeah, he doesn't even have
Whereas-
any stacks for him, so
And
a
also
little bit
this
rough.
this Ember is also pretty poor. He's going for the Maelstrom, but he's just getting the Javelin now at 14 minutes. It seems a little bit slow to me.
Okay, look at this.
Whereas
Beast
Pisha
does
already has
understand.
his duels.
Beast does understand. He's about to have the Wraith Pacts complete. So
Alright,
completely
I really
skipping
like
the
that.
helm.
All right, Beast.
He's got
Beast-
Tranks as well. Did you notice
Beast
that? I
is-
didn't notice that.
I did not notice that. But Beast is big brain over here. He's a knower.
He actually could just commit to the stupid Axis build that we haven't seen in like 2 years.
I mean, yeah, he might. I think it's reasonable.
I don't know. I don't know what his next item is. The Tranks are really throwing me for a loop here, right?
I mean, I think they're good sustain in lane, like
yeah.
with the way it works. I think
I
Trank,
mean,
like when you're
nowadays
pressured,
you're just not even going boots on Beast. Is why it's throwing me for the loop.
but he's
But
not.
that's because you're
but
going
he's not-
Helm. So,
Yeah, but he's not going helm, so
Right.
it just helps him sustain.
but like the fact that he's not got Helm at all, like if he was gonna upgrade it eventually, we would see the Helm 1 into Vlad's probably, or Helm 1 into Wraith Pact.
Yeah, no, he just
Oh,
went
he's
Vlad.
going boobs. He's going boobs. He's going boots of
Yeah.
Baron.
He is going the boobs item. Love to
This
see
is
it.
epic. All
Nice
right,
Doctor is
Jay.
gonna be going for his shard, but can he juke him
It's
out?
nighttime. He's actually gonna get disposed. Hands? Do they have the
Oh.
range? The hands don't have the range. He's gonna fly up over the trees and they'll be fine.
Wow, that was a sick juke. He didn't know, but
He
he
didn't
knew.
know at all, and he juked them all.
But now I think, are they trying to turn with Pisha here with his Yules?
Yeah, they're
Ready
thinking
to
about it.
go?
Jay hanging off to the side. The nighttime is gonna, or the Dark Ascension rather, is gonna run out, so they're gonna just back off.
Alk has his Radiance, but it's 15 minutes. I feel it's a little slow,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Whereas Ice Yeti, he has his Armlet Echo. He's just
Yeah, I mean,
farming them up.
Ice Yeti on CK is rich as fuck.
Yeah, it's very scary. And he's like, he's ready to fight now. I think he should be looking to join whenever they're interested in fighting here.
Yeah, I don't think they've caught vision of Alk farming with the team, but if they knew this, I think he'd be up here. But they'll pick the Marcy anyway. I didn't talk about it, but I caught that kill. You can't deny it. Camera saw it.
Camera saw it.
That's right.
Sky is working on his Atos. I really like the max custom shop build on Sky. I think it just gives you a lot more versatility than the max Q.
Yes.
But I guess he feels he just wants the damage because he has the roar. But
yeah, no, I think they're kind of all in to burst during roar plus magic damage.
wow,
Whoa.
that was insane. So
That
Seb
was
just
fast.
dies there. He got
That
Yule.
was-
He got Yule's Remnanted into A Blast, into double Astral Steps, and Zeus ult, and he just
Yeah.
exploded.
I
That
heard
was-
the Zeus ult going and was looking for the kill, and it already happened.
Yeah, that was insane burst from the Dire there, and
Yeah.
I think if they like fuck that up a little bit, he's out of there scot free.
Got a
But
smoke coming in
that was
towards
perfect.
CK, but he's gonna dodge it. I said he back to the triangle. There's a
They
hawk
know
flying right over him. But he is linking up with the team, so nothing further gonna come of this, I don't think, as Radiant do poke their heads up into the triangle, but Bob's word here does scout him out. I'm surprised Bloosher isn't trying to fight that. Like, they had the ward, they see him come up the high ground a little bit split. CK wants to go. He should be raring to go. But
I guess he wants BKB.
he's playing like me. He's only
Yeah,
farm, no fight.
That's okay.
Get that justification. I can play this way.
Alchemist is going for his BKB, so he wants to get in on the action.
Jay's headed towards him.
But he TP'd
didn't
up
see
here,
him.
and he's getting run at. This
Yes.
is scary.
He's turned
he
off the
showed here,
radiance. He's gonna try and hide in the trees, but the Ascension
But-
should get vision of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, as he is spotted out in the trees, so a
There.
lot of trouble.
This is a rainbow
TP's
TP.
coming behind him. Yep. Ice Yeti though is here. Phantasm gonna be popped. Suck him in. Take him down. Chemical Rage not there, and will go down first. The rest of the team is here on the front. Agile gonna be the first casualty, but Pisha now on the back, trying to go after the Beastmaster. Doesn't have mana for, actually didn't have Roar available at all, and will eventually get clicked down. The rest of the team looking to disengage, but not gonna make it away as Ember, last alive, Sev, trying to run away with the Flame Guard. Has one more remnant to work with. No silence here, but the last remnant, he got caught in the Astral! Wow.
That's insane.
Dude,
Very
that was
well
the shortest
played.
remnant I've ever seen.
So yeah, we're
He must
seeing
have
a problem
misclicked it.
with this Ember. Like he just doesn't have the space to farm with his Alchemist, and he needs some items to really survive this game. He had to bail on his Maelstrom idea. He just went the Strab, and now he has an
Yeah.
Overaxe to try to get a BKB. Whereas on the Dire here, Ice Yeti still way ahead of this Alchemist, and this Zeus, he's only 1,000 net worth away from this Ember. And he's
Yeah.
outputting a shit ton of damage, especially with this Shard. The Shard's insane for damage output.
The shard is crazy, yeah.
And now he's going for an axe, so like, they
I think
essentially
he
have 4
got the point
cores.
booster. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he didn't finish up the Aether first.
but
with
they're not
Shard
running at him. He's getting all his spells off for absolutely free. It feels like
yeah,
in
yeah.
these fights. And when
I
they
just
try
think-
to go
I
on
think
him,
it might make
just
sense to
jumping
get
away.
it anyway. Might make
It
sense to
might.
get it anyway, like as a proactive move rather
But I
than
think-
reactionary.
I think as for impact, I think Ags will just give him so much more that
Funyuns does
And
bolt him, wow. I don't know if they caught a glimpse of Beast or something, or if Funyuns just saw the boars and...
yeah, I'm not
Knew he
sure.
was
That
in
was a
there.
sick play.
Because they didn't see the Hawk.
They have
Where'd
a
the Hawk go? Did the Hawk fly into the Sentry? Oh, that's what it is. The Hawk flew past the Sentry into Roche. So the Hawk flew from there, and then Bunyan saw the boars in the lane, so he knew that Beast could be in the trees. Caught him with the
Unfortunate.
bolt. That's a nice play. I mean, that's
That's
like,
a really well done.
you know, like he calculated the angle of the trajectory of the bird as it flew into the Roche pit.
But Alk has his BKB now, and they're gonna try to jump on this Bunyan's bottom, but he's a knower. Ooh, or does he?
He might know.
He's
They can go under the tower anyway. This just isn't the kill that you want. Is your big smoke reveal
Yeah.
with the BKB? Like he'll take it. He actually
Well, he
doesn't have the BKB on him. It's on the
doesn't have it
courier,
yet.
but yeah. It's
I
on
mean,
the
this
courier.
is still. Oh, they're coming
Bunnings is
to
a
fight.
juker, and Ice Yeti's here on the back. Bunnings eventually gonna go down, but traded
This
out
is
1 for
really
1
bad.
with the support, and
I mean, this is
Marcy
4 for
eventually
4.
gonna go. Yeah.
And they also get the pause 5.
Okay,
And they're
here comes the
catching
rest
more.
of the team. Peachtree here, Remnant up, gonna be able to take down Ember. Nice dodge with the Searing Chain. Sleight of Fist. That's the spell.
They're just
I
too
told
far
you on those
behind with
spells.
this Alchemist draft. Alchemist
Yeah.
uses 9-second BKB there too to just get away.
Yeah.
Like this is really hard for them.
It is pretty rough. I do think, like, a lot of times we do see Ember in the sacrifice role. I think even in, like, top tier, a lot of times Ember seems underfarmed from the beginning. Because you really prioritize just levels.
Yeah.
But eventually you are reliant on getting some space to catch back up. And usually that's in, like, the kind of cutting waves form.
Yeah.
As you get to this point where, okay, they can't just jump and burst and kill me, so I can go cut a wave and then just Remnant away. But I don't think he ever gets to that point this game. I think it's very easy for him to just get jumped.
I think he dies
Roar
very
comes
easily,
out,
yeah.
Pischa. Bit of trouble, Dispose back, but able to get the Dissimulate off, and actually gonna stay in, now tips away. But they will claim the kills. Ice Yeti with that BKB. Gonna find some kills, stay under the tower, Phantasm gonna get popped, and the 4-second stun!
Wow.
That was a clutch-ass stun. He could have
That
gone
was
down
big.
if he didn't get the 4. If he got the 2-second,
Yeah. He dies.
he just dies.
That was very insane. And they started all that and on the Void Spirit, and he doesn't even die. And they're fighting without their Alk. Alk
mean,
has
yeah.
a Blink Dagger now to try to get into these fights. But I think Alk just does not nearly have the impact of this CK right now.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked that Peach just stayed in on the Dissimulate. I
Yeah.
thought for sure he was gonna just use it to get out and reset, and then they went in for the whole ass fight.
And he has an Ags now, so he's very impactful.
Yeah.
Whereas Ember he still can't even get this BKB. Like
It was very close to being like
Very
a
sad.
like, you know, not to be a second guesser, but it was really close to being a bad decision, because I think if Ice Yeti got the 2-second stun, at least he dies, if not Pischa as
Yeah.
well. I don't know if he had another Remnant charge,
but I think he has
another
to,
Astral Step charge.
he has to try to kill him because I think you can't just run away. I think if you're just running it away in this game, like a Marcy will catch you or the Ember will catch you, so you gotta kind of man up. If you die,
Yeah.
you die.
Well, I think if they didn't go at all, like if he backed from the first second, I don't think they chase, because there's a lot of resources. It was just the
They used
sticking
Roar.
under tier 2.
Yeah, no, he got
Yeah.
roared under the tier 2.
No, right, and then
Yeah.
he dissimulated and like stayed in, like used it for damage.
I see.
I thought he was gonna just use it to get out and reset,
I see.
but then they like double backed, right?
Yeah. I guess that was their call. They were like, we can
Yeah.
fight this. Because they are 6k ahead into an Alk lineup, so that really
Oh,
feels
it's
more
gotta
like
feel good.
10k
Yeah,
or 11k. Like it's
yeah. I mean,
very
what can Ember
exact.
do? Ember has nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And CK's almost at a heart.
Yeah.
He's-
No, they're really rolling this game. Zeus is 1500 off the Ags.
Yeah, rolling is definitely the word.
Yes. Even Jay about to have a BKB on top of the shard, so
Impressive. Beastmaster's about to have his shard, which is will be annoying.
yes, the
It's a
dive
really
bomb
fun
hawks.
ability.
Dive bomb hawks. It's actually good. I mean, when it first came
It's
out,
very good,
I
yeah.
thought it was awful. Jay disposed,
I-
A-toast, a little bit of stacking there. Gonna be stunned up by Alkin. Ultra Gunner contributes to the kill. Didn't get clipped by the AA ult, so
So Marcy rushed Blink, but I do like the dive bomb ability. I just
Yeah.
think for Beastmaster, he just isn't able to provide enough value right now. Like he needs to make up for the fact that his other cores are poor, but he has like very utility items. That's not the hero. That's not like a Mars, right? Or something where you can
Mhm.
make up for this lack of damage.
look at this, another blink forward, but Marcy just gonna get out. Phantasm was committed, and Beast able to get out. Heard a self-stun concoction on the back, but
Did you see
nothing
that?
more
They
to come.
tried to go in on this Zeus, and he just like took no damage. Like he was like,
Yeah.
oh, like they're using Zeus as a wall. Zeus is a pos 4 hero in this game. Like let's not forget, like
Yeah.
this
No,
isn't the CK. This is
free Roche now too, and I said he can have the heart ready for their next fight, I'd imagine. Scan
Yeah.
does come out, but I don't think they get here in time.
And Aug's looking for this AC, but it's still a ways away, and they're gonna be threatening high ground now, I think.
Hawk gonna come in, so they do a vision, dive bomb. Dive bombed Roche, so no help there.
He almost got.
Maybe he was
steal.
trying to steal the kill. Maybe he was trying to steal the kill with the... How much damage does it do?
I don't know. Like 150 is my bet.
Is there a Hawk on the map? Find a Hawk, yo.
It's 250. It's 250.
It's 250?
Yeah.
Does it say somewhere?
Yeah. If you hover over the shard.
Oh, is that right? Did I hover it and just not see it?
Yeah. Or if you have.
Oh,
also...
it does say, yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Bunyan's
They
died.
finally caught the Bunions, and we're just able to.
Look at this. Jay wants in anyway, though. He's going in with the BKB. Marcy taking damage. Pistra gonna come in to finish off the kill. Ultra Gunner pops the BKB, turns with the concoction, but Ice Yeti is here
Marcy
and ready to
pop
go.
back.
Pops the BKB of his own. And he just takes no damage. I mean, while he's under the BKB, but... And that's not gonna be so lucky. Does go down. Ember jumping forward, agile. Next on the chopping block, and he will go down as well. Just the 2 cores left alive for Bloosher. Pistra trying to do damage on the front, and all of a sudden, there's no more Chemical Rage. Ice Yeti still with that Aegis in the front. Buyback's gonna come out from Sky, and they're gonna look to make it a wipe here. Pistra out of steps and gonna go down. Ice Yeti last alive, no BKB.
He's just dead.
Oof.
This unleash spell was insane, and so was Sidekick on the Ultra Gunner when he had his ulti up. So the combo finally came together. It's a bit late, but it really worked out, and that was very. The reason that works out is a lot of their damage on Dire is in this Zeus hero, and it just got deleted instantly.
Yeah.
So they were able to take a fight, and
Yeah, able to take a
Damage
4v5, lose just the supports who were able to buy back in at the tier 2.
the damage was they were tanky enough to deal with the with the CK and the Void Spirit.
Yeah.
So that was very, very good fight selection from the Radiant there by picking off the Zeus and knowing they could still fight, even though that was their Aegis fight, right? That wasn't like I'm gonna defend the high ground, so we kind of got to commit fight. No, they looked for that fight.
Yeah, that was
got a pick. So that was very well played.
Yeah,
And
just maybe a little bit over aggressive, overzealous for Bloosher, right? They lose Zeus and then decide to commit. Like there was some time there where NS just is like, nope, I got my BKB, I want Marcy.
Yeah, it was hard. Because you would think if you're Bloosher, you feel very strong.
Bunions jump forward from Xeriscape, but forced away. Bunions now chains up, gonna get the kill with the Thunder Gods. We'll trade 1 for 1 for his life.
We'll die.
Mystic Flare
But
drop down.
I want to bring attention to the net worth. Alchemist has overtaken the CK now.
That's right.
And the gold lead is now zeroed out as well. So this is a very rough spot.
Yeah, how do I pull up that graph? Do I have a button for this?
I don't know. I'm just looking at the top bar. It's just less than 1K.
Look at what do you think the win probability was about 5 minutes ago?
It was like 100, right? Yeah.
97%.
Yeah. It was a bit of a throw.
Yeah,
But
now it's still settled at 75% for
and
Dire.
Ember now, like, he's gotten time, he's won these fights, so now he has his items. So he's a big threat with this with this BKB, and now he has Maelstrom damage. He's now actually a real hero in this game.
Yeah, and once he gets this Ags, he's 2k away from the Ags, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be
a menace to the backlines, like we talked about. Like Zeus, kind of like we said, didn't go the Aether Lens, right? And all of a sudden, Ember's gonna have all these remnants to just jump right on you, and he's not gonna feel so much like a wall when that comes out.
That's true. It's scary.
Yeah.
This is definitely.
No, it's become a game
now.
for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Sorry about that.
Okay, 4-man smoke out from Radiant.
Oh, I found
They're gonna smoke without Alec. I don't know about this one.
I don't like this either. Pisha's looking for Lincolns to deal with like roar and silence from Sky. So I think that'll be good, but his item progression is slowed heavily.
Word out. Here comes the smoke. Pisha able to jump away.
Wow, perfect.
I think it's honestly good for Radiant they didn't find that jump. Like, honestly.
Yeah, there was no Alc.
He's quite far away.
He has his Basher now, though. Alc is
Alc is really big, but like, if Alec's not in the fight, that is their entire team's net worth. I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
Ember is caught back up to be a hero, but if you're fighting where CK can get into the fight, you need Alec there. Otherwise, you're just not tanky enough to.
This is a very
keep
carry
bonds.
dominant game at this point. It's up to which carry plays a bit better.
Yeah, I mean, and you can see it in the Beastmaster build, right? Filsky with the Boots of Bearing Wraith Pact. He is full. Sir, he has a AC queued up. I would
do
direct
see
your
that.
attention to the Alchemist's items, please. Do not build that. He has the plate mail in his inventory.
We're not going to talk about that. It'll be fine. They're going to notice.
Okay, he swapped it for Lotus. He's noticed.
Okay, great.
Oh shit! What can I build the plate mail? What can I build the plate mail?
Yeah. So the item progression on Dire has really slowed down. Like they do have this heart on CK, but that was a while ago. He had that for the Aegis fight, right? And he hasn't had anything else. Pisha has had the Yules and the Ags, and he's kind of halted his progression as well.
Yep.
So, and now just look at how the map feels. Like Radiant now has like 75% of the
Ultra
map.
Gunner just going in by himself, finds Jay, and Nim is going to be dropped out. And BKB actually forced from Ultra Gunner first hit patch on the Bunyan.
That's rough.
I don't know that he actually manages that TP away even without the bash.
Yeah.
Like he dies in like 5 hits, right?
Probably.
Ice Yeti, Pisha just pick the supports clean off. So just a little bit over-aggressive positioning there, and Jay wants to go in for more. Not sure if he's going to find it. There's no blink on NS.
There is
and a fortuitous haste rune on Ember.
You can see how well they recognize like they're strong on Radiant now. A second ago, right? A second ago, or like 4 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, they had no map control. Now they have almost the entire map, but then as soon as their supports die, they run away again. So they're playing like on the map really well.
When you talk a little bit about momentum in a game like Dota as well, because a lot of it's based on feeling. And Bloosher don't need to feel super scared, but Bunnions gets picked off because he's got 2 of his teammates kind of sitting behind the tier 3s, one of them being Pisha, who's a pretty strong hero in his own right. I know he's slipped in the net worth some, but just by nature of his kit, Void Spirit, able to play the map. So
yeah,
I feel almost like, they're even in net worth, but they feel like they lost the last fight because they overextended. And they just wanted to, sit back and figure out a plan.
Yeah.
Which leads to them kind of splitting the map with some guys farming top, some guys, sitting waiting for the wave pushing mid. And that's why, Radiant able to take advantage, kind of capitalize on that passiveness. Not because they're so weak, right? Dire, certainly not weak, just not feeling very strong after giving up the fight. And like, look at this. They've got 4 heroes in the base.
So a big couple of items.
No net worth behind.
Abyssal on Elk. There is Force Staff on Marcy. Glimmer on Sky. Basher on Night Stalker. There is Lincoln's on Void Spirit. There's Aether on Zeus. There's been a lot of key items that just came out within.
There's
also
on
Ags
Elk
on Ember.
well.
Sorry, what was that?
There is Abyssal on Elk as well. I don't know if you mentioned that.
I think so. I don't know. I might not have. It was
I might not have. I just might have completely glossed over it while you were listing.
There was a lot to list.
So yeah, my point was, Dire did have the read that this Radiant team was making a smoke play, but all 5 of them immediately went straight back to the high ground and just waited for the smoke duration to end before going on a smoke of their own. Jay pops in the mid lane and just continues walking like nothing happened, just passing. Bisha jumps forward, finds a 2-man dissimilate, but don't want to commit forward too much on the Sky. Ultra Gunner in with the haste rune as well. Has that BKB to work with. Roar comes out onto NS. He'll be first to go. Ice Yeti pops the Phantasm, but unsure if he wants to go in. Now Abyssaled up. Ember actually caught by the Remnant. Will go down straight away to those Phantasm illusions. CK claims 2. Make it a 3rd as Marcy goes down as well.
So I didn't mention this, but there is a Basher and a Shard on CK.
Yes.
And he just hit his 25 talent. Other talents that are going to be noticeable. Ember just hit 20 a while ago. Beastmaster hit 20. Night Stalker hit 20. Whereas Zeus and AA are looking for their 18s. And Marcy and Sky are also a bit further behind in the XP, looking for their 18s as well.
Yeah. And we just saw Ember get so blown up in that fight.
Yeah. That was
You
crazy.
know what happened, which is super sad, is the Remnant came out and Alex BKB was super close to ending, but not in time. So instead of Alk getting stunned, who can definitely tank the whatever it is, like 2 seconds of
Yeah.
Phantasm Illus hitting him, Ember took the full duration and 5 Illus.
Yeah, it's rough.
So, but yeah, a little bit of a like messy, kind of chaotic fight. CK like danced on the high ground, like,
Yeah.
do I go in? I
Night
don't know if
Stalker
we
kind
want
of
to keep
just
going.
they used their burst on Night Stalker, which was
Yeah.
I think worked out really well for Dire.
Yeah, there
Because
is a little thought to, you know, because Radiant almost does want to do that, because Ember needing to pop the BKB to be able to press any buttons if NS gets towards him can be a
yeah.
big issue. Like, that's actually a pretty big struggle that Ember has this game. Everyone else doesn't really care. The NS silence, at least.
Yeah.
Get this. Alcon Invis Rune. There's no sentry here.
CK is looking for he was looking for MKB, but he's changed his mind to go back for the Abyssal.
Yeah, he had MKB queued up pre-Basher as well.
I see.
So he wants it eventually for the mischance, maybe,
Yep.
but these other items taking priority.
But look at the like map positioning. You can see how Dire's looking for the Roche, but they're
Yeah.
also like timid, right? Whereas Radiant's kind of in the enemy triangle. Right? That's a very
Here's a
strong
5-man
map
smoke
to
from Dire.
defend.
I
Let's
do
see.
like this smoke move.
They
They just
smoke on
need to
Radiant
find
as
someone.
well.
Jay a little bit in front. Again, no blink, so he pops on Ember and can't actually commit forward. Peace are gonna go forward though. Ember, BKB, Remnant away, and Jay actually popped the BKB as well. So the trade the BKB cooldowns. They're acting like they wanted to go in the Roche, but look at this. Marcy jumps forward, forces herself away. Peace are gonna jump in with the Dissimulate as well. And that's tanking the damage, but not gonna be enough. And now Ultra Gunner gonna try and man up on the front lines. He's going 1v1 against the CK. Takes out the Phantasm Illusions, but Beastmaster first to fall in the fight. Is now Ultra Gunner. Halftime on that Chemical Rage and is cold feeded up, channeling the stun, but gonna get chained. He's gonna stun himself as well. Able to stun Ice, yet he doesn't back away from it. So they're stunned together, but not gonna matter as he is chained 100-0 on Alk, as it is a team wipe for Bloosher.
I'm not sure what part of the
Coach.
fight you caught, but I noticed Zeus like was able to very heavily kite out there. Like he was jumping everywhere. He was getting his massive damage in. Whereas
I caught
Alk kinda got-
0% of the
Okay.
Zeus.
Alk kind of got like separated, right? So he was having to do his own thing.
Yeah,
And they tried to burst Night Stalker, but the Force Staffs came out and it didn't work out. And that's
Yeah,
really
exactly.
sad for Radiant's fight. But
Yeah.
now, if you look at the net worth again, it's swung all the way back to 7K for Dire, which is right in the spot you want to be.
yeah,
Dire for
exactly.
sure.
Feel very strong now again on Dire after that. That was a very convincing fight. And yeah, I was that fight looking at the Alk toe-to-toe carry showdown.
Yeah,
And he actually just got, during Chemical Rage, he got chained 100-0. He ate like 5 stuns and his team just couldn't get through. Obviously, because of that Zeus play, that was off screen. Look at this piece, Jay gonna find himself another kill.
They tried to
escape.
kill Jay again there, and he just lived
Yeah.
it to half HP. Like they didn't. He took no damage anymore. Actually, he's tanky enough to survive their boost now, especially with the shard.
Yeah.
He is not carrying.
3200
I think-
HP plus armlet, like that's with armlet
Yeah.
off, so
Yeah, 3700 with the armlet, and I think Alchemist is not a hero that can manfight CK in the way that some other heroes or matchups can for CK. I think the Radiance is not enough of an illusion clear.
yeah, he's got the cleave
quickly
talent,
enough.
but it's really not enough.
It's
He's
not
got a 1x1 target the illus to clear him out. And
Yeah, and that's not
that means
great.
you're not
So
doing
when-
damage to the hero. Yeah.
Exactly. So when he's separated out from a fight like that, and CK can just wail on him with the like AA stuns coming in, it makes it very hard for Radiant to win a fight. But Beastmaster does now have a Lotus to protect his Alchemist, so that'll be very helpful.
Yep. I think I would have liked to see Scotty somewhere in the Alex build. I know it doesn't really fit in. But
I think it would be nice. I think he just needs too many other things.
yeah.
I think early game when he was so far behind, he needed this AC.
No, you know,
like,
actually,
sync
because he was so far behind, I think you're right. I don't think he had time.
I think maybe this Blink Dagger is not the greatest, but Blink Dagger nowadays is in a great spot where you can buy it early, you can make
Yeah.
those plays to recover, and then you can upgrade it later, so it's not like a dead slot on carries like it used to be. So it's still really
Yep.
effective.
Yeah, no, Blink feels so good on Alec too, because even though Ember is able to jump the back, you know, it's kind of exactly what you want to be doing as a hero.
Yeah.
High Ground Siege. Bunyan's is top as well as Alchemist, so
Bunions is looking for his refresher orb. He is so rich
That's
on the
insane.
suits. He is
meanwhile,
almost-
Rax is going on. Alright, look at this. Split stay on the Raxes.
Alright. Rax is bottom or top? You want me on?
Oh, they're leaving the Rax. No, they're going back in. You stay on the bottom, please.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, Bunyan's is TPing away. This is over.
This
No,
is-
wait, it's the. Oh, no, okay. Split cam
Okay,
over.
split
They're
cam over.
TPing away.
No, it's okay. Still split cam. It's fine.
Split cam over. Beastmaster goes down. Ultra Gunner able to get the stun away. I thought that was going to be a self stun. Might not matter as he does get the BKB off, but trying to go toe to toe to CK, but he just doesn't do enough damage. CK very healthy through this fight. Yules up onto the Alchemist and did he get the concoction off or did it dispel? It doesn't dispel the concoction, does it?
I don't know.
Pisha in trouble. Brought down. Ice Yeti finds the triple as Pisha does get taken down by the Mystic Flare. Now Ice
He's
Yeti
still
maybe
a-
a little bit deep. He's in the middle of 3 and his team isn't coming over to help.
He's still
Ice
has
Yeti
Aegis.
trying to live.
He still has Aegis.
He does, but now Agile goes down and we'll see if they have enough for round 2. Okay, the Nimbus out on top of Alec and he's just gonna go down.
Wow, he just exploded because he got hit with the AA blast.
Yeah, GG's gonna come out. I did
GG.
expect him to do a little bit more than that. I mean,
Yeah, he died from like 2,000 HP. It felt like.
yeah. You were so casual about it. It was like, dude went down with Aegis under the tier 4s. I was like, he couldn't. There's a world where he gets stunned here. Just no.
No,
Not even.
it was fine. But that was a fun game one. Is this
Yeah,
BO3 or BO2?
It's a BO2.
BO2. Okay,
Yeah, so
One-
probably I should have
one more game. So
mentioned
congratulations
before, yeah,
to
this is
Bloosher's game one
group
victory.
stage. I can probably find the standings somewhere. I see that I've been binged somewhere. Oh, Moth binged me that he can't cast. Now
Okay.
that the cast is halfway over.
I don't know, that was
Uh,
fine. I don't know how much you use split cam, but just
One
hearing
time.
Oh, one time. Okay. Well, regardless, it was epic, and we should do it every fight. I think.
Just,
Just
yeah.
I don't know. I think split cam. Just throw it on every fight. Fuck it. I think it's too
my-
epic. We've paid all this money for this. For this.
That's right, that's right.
Yes, very big money. Obviously,
Yeah, my
definitely.
issue with it is like I'm already so like focused on camera. I don't think of it at all.
Yeah, no. Just like when it looks like a fight starting up, just F1 it.
Alright, yo, I've got
It's
this.
great.
The split cam is currently on.
Yeah, I mean perma split cam. You know what can you say? No. Oh, here we go. Good thing.
You are pulled into the lobby.
Yeah, no leaking, please. Thank you.
I didn't leak.
Well, I'm leaking if you're using split cam.
No, because we just joined with no password, right? So it's not leaked.
Okay, fair.
Pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah, hopefully. But if you look at the hero damage, it is
Yes.
very interesting. With Ice Yeti and Zeus leading out. Ice Yeti, Zeus, and
Yes.
Pisha leading out for the Dire.
Okay,
Whereas
so we can talk about the China stat. You know what the China stat is?
I do not.
So China, I actually like very recently have come to appreciate this. I always kind of thought it was a meme, but kind of going the way of real sports. Advanced analytics are like a thing, right?
Yeah.
So China cares about damage per net worth as a carry evaluator,
Okay.
right? So instead of
Yeah.
being like how much you farm or like how much you kills you get,
Mhm.
it's like how you're transitioning your farm into damage, right?
Yeah.
How you're applying your hero. Because you
Mhm.
could farm all game and do nothing. That's
Yep.
the Cool Hand special.
Yes.
Finish the game with 900 GPM and 10k damage. Be like,
Great.
yes, I contributed. I don't know. I think it's an interesting idea of a stat. I haven't
Yeah.
used it directly as an evaluator,
I mean, we can look at this game. Ice Yeti's about like a little over 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Zeus is about at 2. So Zeus was pulling big weight.
Yeah. So I will say I think the caveat is it's generally used as like a position 1 thing.
Okay, that's fair.
Because the other roles, like, as far as I know, I'm not an expert in how they're using the stat, but I think the other roles idea is like you might be like shoehorned, like you're forced to do more than you would normally, or like you can be forced to fire more or fight more, and like
Yeah.
Zeus doesn't fit the mold because you just press R and do 2k damage.
Yeah, Alk was 26k net worth with 28k damage.
Yeah.
Very or 26.5
I also would imagine Alk
29.
doesn't fit
Yeah, Alk is not
the
standard.
stat, but I don't know. Like, what do you think about that as a
I think it's
stat? Like,
I
it
think
sounds
it's
interesting
cool.
to me.
Yeah, I think I would want to know. I don't have like I haven't looked at it that before, so I don't have like a good sample size for
Yeah.
like what would be a good number. Like, is 1.1 good, bad, or like because I
Yeah.
think
See, I have no idea.
in like an early game, like so this was like like a medium like the late game, but it wasn't like an ultra late game. Like
Yeah.
in these ultra late games, like how does that translate versus like this mid type of late game versus like an early mid game like defeat?
Oh,
Or
right,
like,
right. No,
like
and
I
I
wonder.
think, yeah, like advanced stats are so hard for a game like this because
Yeah,
it's not like basketball always goes for 48 minutes or like baseball goes 9 innings and whatever. So you have
yeah,
some like set time frame, and this is just you go until you win or lose.
yep. I mean
Um,
that's kind of the problem of uh I don't know what video. Some video it's like I saw that like this is not like a sport in a traditional sense. Like
yeah,
it doesn't have those metrics where you can
right.
see a comeback necessarily because you can lose when you're technically winning. Stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yeah, like you have what was the one? I think there was a team that won with like 0 kills before, or like 1 kill
Yeah,
in like Fringe Pro like years ago.
I'm sure.
I don't remember. I'd have to look at that. But I think there was like a team that was trying a challenge of like win with no kills in one
Mhm.
of like a qualifier or something.
Yeah.
Obviously against a worse team, but
Yeah,
we don't
still.
we don't talk about those things. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like that's the only advanced analytics I've heard for Dota. Now I'm not counting things like the warding dewarding stats as like advanced analytics because those are just
Yeah.
like
Also,
ways
I
to
don't know if you want to
visualize.
check out the graphs, but
Mm,
this Ice Yeti was just basically the same as an Alchemist all game, and that's
yeah.
never want to see that on Alchemist.
No.
You will never have a good time if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, once it's like 20, 25 minutes, it's kind of understandable, but it's the first like 20 minutes
yeah,
uh where Alk wants to be, 4 or 5,000 ahead probably at this point.
yeah, and I mean that should just
Especially with
accelerate.
Ember sacking his farm so much.
Yeah, I mean I think that needs to really accelerate. Like a lot of times other carries can be okay with like lower net worth, but like because they were even, it's like very bad for Alchemist.
Yeah.
Like I think like being 5k down is like even against an Alchemist,
Right.
whereas this was like 2k up the other way.
Yeah. What we're waiting for like next game to start. I think that actually came from how he was posturing with stun in lane. Like he was very like they brought the sky down pretty early, right? That was
Yeah,
like 7 minutes maybe.
yeah, something like that.
Um they bring Sky down, and it's almost like his mentality went, okay, because we brought our support, we're sacrificing our Beastmaster. We really need kills in this lane. And I think on Alk, the mindset has to be, we brought a support, we're sacrificing our Beastmaster. I really need to get every creep in this lane, and then keep them zoned
I
away.
think I think that's fair. I think that's not the way to think about it either. Oh, okay. So I think there's two main things that are key. I think uh I think he griefed himself level 1 by getting that stun to try to
No,
help
so I
the
think
fight.
I think stun one is fine. You just have to like make space for yourself with it. No, it's just like
Yeah.
he was trying to stun under tower and like missing wave for it, which feels
Okay,
super
yeah,
sad.
that's fair too. But I think the second point is the nice thing about Alchemist is your lane doesn't have to go great. As long as it goes okay, you can accelerate the mid
Yeah.
game. But if you're
Yep.
able to shut down the other carry, they won't be able to recover as much as you. So I think it's
Hmm.
always much more beneficial. Instead of helping your alchemist, you go on the other side of the map and you
Yeah,
make
no,
plays.
I'm totally with you, especially because Elk doesn't want to leave till he's got levels. Like,
Yeah.
generally level 5 at least, that's like, you want that third point in Acid Spray. You
Yep.
can go jungle level 4, but it can feel kind of sad.
Yeah.
Because you won't, like, you need to be very careful with your HP. If
Yep.
you're not gonna get that level 6 quick in the jungle, otherwise you're very susceptible to getting ganked.
Yeah.
When you're just level 5. So I mean, bringing support down and you hit 6 late. Like, when did he hit 6?
Yeah. When we were
He
on
hit 6
Blue
at like
Squad-
8 minutes, right? 8.5 minutes,
Yeah.
something like that.
Blue Squad games when I played alchemist, I was always we just sacked me, and I would just sit in the jungle alone. Sometimes I'd get run at, sometimes not, but I'd always be able to like recover. It felt like and just chill and be fine
Yeah.
while things happened away from me, so that way I could recover. Like
Yep. Yeah, I think you
even if the
can
lane
get
doesn't
hunted
go
to an
well.
extent, but yeah. I
But
think that's
yeah,
definitely the
hopefully
idea.
your team's making enough space
You're
where
right,
that's not
right.
the case.
Yeah. All right. Looks like they're gearing up to go into draft. So
Here we go.
they've both said G. And now they're not good. Now they're not G. Okay. Literally both teams said G, and then Agile said Pishta needs a bit.
Classic.
It's like attack pause, but pre-draft.
It is. It is.
Man. Oh, Bunnions did get the refresher. Did he ever use the refresher in this game? Did you see Bunnions use refresher?
I did not. I don't think.
He bought it at 41.49, and the game ended at 42.09. So say probably not.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh man.
Very epic link from Bunions that I just clicked.
Is
Very cool. It is safe
it the
for
Pornhub
streaming.
link?
It is not the Portnoy link this time. It was safe as far as I know.
It's a file. I downloaded the file.
It's very epic file.
It's loud. It is 140p. I don't even have a stream set up where I have a window. It's only game capture, so I can't even show it. Alright, chat, you heard the audio. Empty chat room, you heard the audio.
No, you should have some viewers, at least one or two.
Me and you, I believe.
No. One of my friends is watching. He's the Whisper.
Okay, I have 0 chat, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually chatting. He's just messaging me.
Yeah. I do know that, like, I don't watch the viewer number at all, and I think it's just wrong. Like, it's not live.
Yeah, I don't know.
It popped up because the Bunnions download opened up my browser, which has my stream on it, so I can, like, make sure it's working.
I see.
Which I actually didn't check for the last hour, so it's a good thing it's working. I can pretend, it's fine.
That's all you need.
Yeah. Man, I will complain before we get into the next game. Not casting in so long. Feels ugly getting back into it. Ugh.
That's funny.
I feel like I'm not seeing anything in fights. I was just earlier talking about Jenkins cast and be like, yeah, I don't know if I really like Jenkins cast because he can't see fights. Like, he sees one thing and then he goes off on it, and that's exactly what I feel like I do all the time. Yeah.
Wow, please provide a tier 1 draft penalty. Wow.
I do think this is meme.
I think this is memes as well.
But, you know, knowing Bunyan's stack, if they were to get a draft penalty, they would probably just wait 20 minutes till they get all the draft penalties, and then just speed through the draft.
Very epic.
But yeah, like, I think I've talked about my caster, like, setup because I took the pimp config. What's his name? Pimp Mucky. That's not right.
Pimp Muckle.
What's his actual name?
Pimp
Oh, it is
McCoy?
Pimp Muckle. Yeah,
Yeah, Pimp Muckle, not
I've
Pimp.
never heard it said. I just I
Pimp
know
Monk.
what it is.
What did you say? You said like Pimp Mill?
Pimp Mucky.
Pimp Mucky. Yeah, no, Munkle,
Pimp Munkle.
I think.
Pimp Muckle. Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, I've taken his file from like years ago. That still works.
Oh, very cool.
But so it's got this thing in it, right, where you can, if you just hold shift,
Mm-hmm.
it like autofocuses the camera
Oh,
on whatever hero is like on your screen.
that's cool.
And then you can like also if you hold shift and click the mini map, it like slow zooms, like it doesn't just jump cut.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, what you do is you hold shift and control with WASD to like fine tune the camera around the hero.
Yeah.
But the camera loves to jump to any new hero that enters the screen. So like if you're watching one guy and his support just runs by him, the camera like yoinks itself over.
All right, so the same bands from both teams. Very cool.
No, yes, same bands, different order. Bristle first,
Yeah.
then Dawn.
Chad. Oh, and the Beastmaster first. I think the Beastmaster
Yeah.
worked out pretty well. I think they needed
Beast
to.
was the first pick last time as well.
It
It's
was.
the
It was.
same draft.
And then same draft. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
This happened in a DPC game the other day. They literally like sped through and did the same exact draft for the first 4 picks. I think it was in Div 2 NA. and then the I forget exactly. I wish I remembered. But I was watching and the team with last pick, right, banned the other team's last pick from the first game in with their last ban slot. Okay, new hero.
New hero. So they didn't go for the Marcy. They went for the Pango. So I'm not sure where they want to put this. My guess is mid, because I'm not a big fan of four Pango.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a big fan of 5 or 1 Pango. And I think
Yeah.
Beastmaster not being 3 is very sad.
Yeah, and they banned the blood, so they're definitely shoehorning it to a core role.
Yeah, but I think it is very nice mid against the CK. I think it can work out very well in the mid game, like for that damage.
Yeah.
And they banned the Alchemist on Bloosher this time, so that's very cool.
Yep.
No more Alchemist gameplay.
I do think you're right with the Pango. Like Pango feels really weird picking it with Beast, right? Because you lose its flex.
Yep.
Unless you want to flex like Beast 5.
That's epic.
No, it's not.
It's very epic. Good?
Negative
No.
epic.
Epic.
Negative epic.
They went Void Spirit again. Okay, so Bloosher's just doing their same exact draft.
Yeah.
Very
they banned
cool.
Naga, which is interesting.
I think a Grimstroke could be very cool for Bloosher. We'll see though.
For Bloosher, yeah.
Yeah. I think this is very interesting that they picked. Like, okay, I think you have to pick a
Grimstroke
core.
could be a thing for Crazyguy.
That's true. I think you do have to pick a core 6-7 for Bloosher, but I think this 15 Void Spirit's very epic. Like just picking another core. Like you ban a bunch of shit and you pick it because it's just chill.
Yeah. I'm still interested that they like obviously great performance ICD on the CK, but first phasing CK just feels so interesting to me. Like is this that hot button a hero?
I don't think so, but I think it worked out very well, especially against the lane. I think because they know the lane both times, it's like very good. Because I think a lot of the traditional like Beastmaster counters are not that good right now.
I mean, Jug.
Like PO.
Yeah.
I think Jug is not the best. It's like fine.
You kill a boar every time though.
Yeah, but like PO and PA, right? They like insta kill the boar for free. Whereas and I think
there's another hero too who's picked up anti-Beastmaster who's popular now. Like there's a reason like Beast is popular and then it's made I was watching a video about this, I think.
Yeah,
I don't remember what hero it is.
I mean Bristol is one of them.
Yeah.
I think but they banned that, so that probably entices the Bristle pick or the Beast pick. Yeah. Other ones that I'm thinking. It could be like a Terrorblade or something. I think that hero is just fine because you have like the armor, so you don't care about the board.
I was so surprised that TV is still dead this patch. Because I thought the
I
meta
am
change
too.
was going to be huge. Like, I
I thought
actually
so
thought
too.
TV was going to be a bit good.
I thought so too. I think it's okay. It just needs to be a
Yeah.
good game, and I think he just has too many like weaknesses against like the spirit heroes, where he just kind of dies sometimes, or
Yeah.
like against the Zeus hero, where you get stunned once and then Zeus unloads a bunch of damage and just kills you.
Right.
And I think he's also not good against some of the other like meta cores.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess
I
that's
don't
right. We've
think
also been seeing a lot of like magic burst.
yeah, I think he's
So
bad against like the magic burst heroes, and he's also bad against like kind of the bristleback hero, right? Like,
yep.
and even like Juggernaut to an extent. He has some problems.
Yeah. I'm very surprised to see Jug go uncontested in these games, though. I mean, it's quite strong.
Yeah, I have a feeling. Okay, I'm not sure about that Oracle pick. I think this hero is dog.
Yeah, Oracle is a dead hero.
I think this Oracle is just gonna feed and do nothing. And I think even if he does get the ulti off, it is not gonna be worth it because they have plenty of damage in the Zeus and the CK.
Yeah, it's hard to get ulti off against CK. I mean,
Yeah, and Void Spirit, like it's gonna be tough.
yeah,
I
Void
am not.
as long as Void doesn't go on you, you can get ult off. But like CK, sometimes your core just gets blown up in one hit.
Yeah,
What
I'm
do?
not a fan of this Oracle. This Weaver pick is interesting. I wonder if this is either a 5 or if this is an offlane Weaver. I think that's very, very interesting to make use of like the weaker Oracle hero. Like you can do a lot of cool things with
Yeah,
Weaver.
it's a lot of. I think the Weaver picks just a lot of respect to Roar and to Kisses.
Yeah,
You know, because it does seem like they kind of on point with that. That's most of the
I've seen
damage coming
that
out right
is
now.
yeah, and I've seen
Tango's control. Beast isn't like. Yes, he'll get the I'm sure he'll get the Overlord this game, so we'll have the creep running around. But it's
yeah. But
Roar,
I've theory
Kisses, and
crafted a
where's your
bit
damn?
of a Weaver build where you go Wraith Pack into Ags as offlane.
it's
I think it could be epic.
gotta be a
Well,
fight. It's gotta be 5. It's
I
gotta
hope
be.
it's a 3, just because it's epic. Or honestly, they could throw the CK3 this game and throw the Weaver on 1.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
you
there is
go,
no lockdown really.
but you
Like
go like Weaver 5 and pick some kind of like Mars or something, right?
you could.
Like just
I think
some traditional Blink initiator, and you seem pretty happy.
yeah, I mean, I feel like they thought they had enough initiation last game with like the Void Spirit being
Yep.
everything. So I wonder if they're
Well,
gonna...
NS was a
Oh,
big
okay.
deal as well. So
That's true. That's true. But I think they were thinking it's okay with just the Void Spirit, maybe the CK now too, because they banned this Facial Sword. And that is
yeah.
one of the traditional Giga hard counters for the Weaver,
Mm-hmm.
especially Weaver 1.
I'd love to see a Jug ban still. I mean, it doesn't match the best up against into Weaver core, but it does pretty well, I think, against CK Void Spirit, even Zeus.
Yeah.
So just ban it.
Yeah.
Don't leave it in the pool, please.
Unless there's something I'm not thinking of. Let me see.
Yeah, other ones in the pool deal with Weaver. They've banned out a lot of like Giga hard carries, but I don't think they want to go late anyway. So it's
I think
interesting. Like you see the list, like Dusa, Alk, Naga, Void.
yeah.
But their lineup wants to win early.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't fully understand.
I don't either.
But I'm also like I will say I'm also pretty bad at drafting, like unironically.
Yeah.
Um
I'm not sure. So I'm wondering if I think an epic pick would be a Pudge, because I think the Pudge Oracle combo, like I think carry Pudge is unironically good.
Carry
and
Punch for the crazy guy side, you mean?
Yeah, for the crazy guy side, because I think it's unironically good in general, and then I think with the Oracle on top of it, it can be even better. But I think the Link is
CK
a
though
nice
kinda
bad.
owns it, right?
Yeah, I think it can. I think
I'm
it's a
thinking
lot
more like
better.
CK3. Like you see the Punch come out and you put CK3 and then
That's fair.
you're just sad. Like
I
even
think
with
you are a
Oracle.
little sad, but I think you don't. I don't think you die really. I think you both farm,
Yeah, maybe.
because I think CK doesn't have the damage, but he has sustain, and Pudge just doesn't take damage with the new E.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I don't know. We'll see. Though.
I do undervalue it. I think it's still like I'm sure a lot of people, right? It still sounds like a meme.
It is a meme, but it's also very fun. Okay,
Sven, this is a
that's
dead
not
hero.
it. That's
This
not
is
the
a.
pick. That's
This is
not the hero. I don't
okay.
think.
G Timbersaw.
Yeah, I would much rather have a Pudge or a Jug. I don't know. I think the Sven hero's an offlaner now with like Wraith Pack Shard. Can be epic.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
actually, though, can you just G Timbersaw, Weaver 5, and
We'll see what they rip.
if they commit everything on Timber, you have CK1, and if they commit everything on CK, then you have Timber, kill everyone.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I
don't think they'll pick it, but I think it would be epic.
think it would be epic. I don't know. This Sven hero just feels weird. Like
Mothman Coon.
it like bursts people, and then it doesn't do
Mm.
anything else. Like I don't know, but it's
Does it even
burst
burst
on,
people anymore?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it still can, but like I think the Weaver makes that very difficult, and I think it doesn't burst CK.
And
It
Zeus.
can burst
like,
Void Spirit, but
there you go. You called it ages ago.
it did. I mean, I think it's still a good Grimshow game, and
Look
they
at
are
that. So it is
doing
one Weaver. Yep.
yeah, yep. Okay, so the one Weaver, I think it does have a little bit of a problem into Sven because they can never man fight it.
Yeah, you gotta just kite. Yeah,
Yeah.
So I was thinking that the one Weaver might be a little bit questionable because there's not a lot of targets for you to kill.
I don't
Like
I
core
think there-
targets. You can backline hit, but I think you're.
I think
if
you
you
can
go
kill
too far,
Beastmaster,
you
no
overextend.
problem. I think you kill Beastmaster, you kill the supports, and I think Pango's pretty squishy, like for a Weaver,
Yeah,
realistically.
I'm just worried. Like, say you were to go try and kill Oracle, right?
Yeah.
If you get caught by like one hammer, you
Mhm.
kind of just die.
Yeah, I think that's true, but hopefully he has like a BKB or Lincoln's.
Yeah, no, of
It's
course.
fine.
I'm just like I'd be worried to
and
go
you
deep
don't-
for supports this game.
I think you can go deep once the fight kind of breaks apart, right?
Yeah.
You don't dive them right away. I think you have to if you're patient with it. I think it's completely fine.
Yeah.
And
No, I think it's just like a little bit harder than harder of a matchup, right? Than normal. Maybe
I
not
don't-
like hero
I don't
matchup,
see
just
any-
game plan wise.
Yeah, I guess a little bit, but I think you're chilling, like just going in, like you wait a little bit. Like once Void Spirit starts making things hectic,
Yeah.
like you're not gonna get targeted with a Sven
No,
stun
that's
on the
true.
backline like that. Like it's too hard especially because you can just kind of like Sakuchi. I think it follows you, but it's not perfect. Oh, we have a level 1 smoke play from Team Bloosher. They're
Oh.
gonna go try to run into the triangle.
This
and
is different. They
find-
didn't do this game one, yeah.
Yeah, I like this play.
Look at this freaking camera pull itself everywhere. There's too many heroes on the screen.
So they did kind of do a similar thing, but they went bottom side game 1.
Did they smoke game one though? I thought they just kind of.
Good question. I do not. They smoked actually a little bit too early, honestly. They smoked it in the base.
Yeah.
But it worked out because they went all bottom. Because
They got the ward out fast, but they didn't see this mid ward either. So
yeah, they were expecting it, but they didn't get seen.
yeah.
It's a good Grim game because of the Pango. And
Yep.
it has good synergy with the Weaver and the CK.
Also, you can make an Axilu of Sven.
Yeah, the Agzo is also very nice. And it's also just nice to get double Zeus shit, and it's also like the silence is nice. And it does some damage. It's just a good hero. If you look at the hero's kit, it does damage, it silences and does damage, it stuns and does damage, and then it does double damage. It's just like it does everything. It just does so much compared to like a lot of other supports where it makes you feel really good about it if you get like a good combo with it.
They did see the word. How did they see this word?
Which word?
Or is this just a lucky sentry?
No, I think that's just where you put it because that's where everyone puts their wards nowadays.
Yeah, well, they put this ward really early in the mid, and it didn't see anything. So they just... You know, I would have thought the sentry, if they didn't know this was here, would have been a little bit more to the other side.
They didn't know, but that's normally where you put it on mid. Like, you put it right at the ramp nowadays.
Yeah.
And it
But
also gets, like,
this...
top rune.
I guess
like,
you can't see my screen.
The only place... Like, if they put it bottom rune, okay, then they just miss, but... I think Pisha knows that's where he put it last game, so we
Okay, yeah, that
expected him
could
to do
be.
it again.
That's where Pisha was in his 5-minute break, was scouting the mid ward.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that would be hilarious if that's actually what happened. Like, hey, I need a second. Go scout where your ward was last game.
That'd be amazing.
Anyway, yeah. So, we might have calmer lanes this game, actually. I'd imagine this top lane, Weaver and Beast, is just a farm fest, right?
I think Weaver can get some kills here because the Grim combo on a snap that goes to contest the pull or something.
Yeah, that's true. I guess Snap doesn't get real tanky till a bit later on with the strength gain.
I think Snap can definitely die, and I think like the Grim E combo with the Weaver I think is very nice. And I think bottom, I think if this Oracle ever is slightly out of position, a bolt into a CK stun can do a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, of course if people step out.
But I think it's very
Bunions?
easy for that to happen.
Bunions? Just like
Okay.
game 1?
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
I
he
think
died to the neutral!
Alright. He's a god for dying to the neutrals, but I think it's a mistake to not skill Heavenly Jump again.
Yeah.
He's literally so close, but this has happened both games where he's 15 XP away and he just doesn't get it for level 2. Like if he's level 2, if he has Heavenly Jump, I think he's fine in almost all of these scenarios.
I think it's also like this is the same place he died as game 1, right? Like he died maybe on the other side of the trees. But
something like that.
I think he's just used to playing stronger heroes. Like Zeus is not giga strong. Cool hands, I've been called out. So have you, OxD.
I've been called out.
Yes. In the chat, they called out everyone. They called out each other, and then they called out the admin, and then they called out us.
Uh-oh. One more line from Cash, and that's a ban. Unka. Give him the despair.
That's right.
You see it.
Anyway, yeah. But yeah, I think Bunny's just used to playing stronger heroes.
Yeah.
Over on the side. Like on a lot of fours, this is very chill place to play, especially against
exactly.
But Zeus is just so squish. Level 1, you just die. But right, because I think Bunyan's still in every pub game he plays is offlane player, right? So
for the most part, I don't know.
I do not pub with Bombino anymore.
Sag.
Despair. Cast 1 series, get booted for voice lining. Despair.
The CS is a lot more even so far in this early bit of the laning stage.
Yeah.
Compared to, I don't remember what it was at this point last time, honestly. But we'll see how.
Yeah, it wasn't for another couple minutes, but it was 5 to 10 CS, and I think in Alex's case it might have been more like 15.
Yeah, it was, it was 15 or 20.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But so far it's going well. And there goes the order.
There's the first blood. So
like I was saying before, it's
Bumbo dies to neutrals.
And oh my god, they got the first blood from
That's
back.
right.
That's insane. You're right.
Because so Jay gets Giga Gold. It was 307 gold.
Yeah, because he died to creeps. Wow, that's amazing. And Babino in a very interesting build. He went stick and 2 Sage's masks to make sure he
I've seen some theory crafting actually about Sage's mask over Bassi.
Let's give it a peek. 0.7
0.7
versus 1.5. So you lose 0.1.
Okay, he's up. He's
fine. But it is less than half cost. So yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I think the bigger reason, and people were saying top lane, Agile. I didn't expect Grimstroke to die in this
I feel like that shouldn't happen.
It's the last hero that I expected. Yeah, I wasn't looking at all. Down bottom too, Che under tower. That was just the level 3 on Oracle came in, the level 2 Purifying Flames.
Oh yeah, that's a time.
Extra damage comes in, you know, get clicked down. And this is actually really sad. Look at this big wave.
Yeah. Oh, he's
They're not
losing
able
the
to
range
deny
creep.
all of it, so Bunyan's gonna get some CS here, but
Oh my god, they
just a
had the
whole wave of
range creep
XP.
pulled, and then he didn't walk back to the camp to watch it get in. So he actually got the
Yeah.
range creeps back. That's so sad.
That,
Right.
that's really sad, actually.
Yeah.
And they don't get the full next, because Bunyan's able to contest. He does go down, though, here. Maybe? No? It's fine.
It's fine.
One more Purifying Flames would have just killed him, by the way. Like, absolutely would have killed him.
Mid lane is a lot calmer this time because they didn't have the level 1 shenanigans, and they
Yeah,
also
so there's no...
they're
any-
I don't know how this lane goes. I think this
It's gotta
time
be Void favored.
I would think so, and I think it's also it's less skill dependent compared to last time. 'Cause last time, like, I think Ember has a lot of plays into Void Spirit.
Bottom?
I think Pango does not.
Okay, he's fine.
Ooh, the stick.
Yeah. I do think
think
this mid, yeah.
This is much more of a farm fest. Like,
Yep,
Pango
and-
doesn't want to commit his spells to harass.
And Pango again, he's not been stacking the small camp, but if he was, that's his catch-up, I think, with the shield crash points.
Yeah.
Again, just way less committal to farm the small camp on Pango than on Void.
Yeah, Pisha did a really interesting build last game where he maxed his Q. Agile died again somehow. Which was unfortunate.
Yes, they got going on under the tower.
And Ultra Gunner is low now. Bottom.
Yes, I can be Omega lulled for missing, I think, almost every kill this game.
T-Tours. Pepe laugh.
Listen, I've got my production of the Yoi cam. You
Hey,
can't expect me to see the kills.
Did you put me on? Because I
I put you
also-
on briefly.
Okay, well I also missed every kill I think except for the Bunions one. So
Hang on, where's your camera at right now?
bottom. I don't see yours on the minimap. I don't know why.
Okay, hang on. I'm looking top. But it looks like, actually they're gonna commit forward and TP comes out from Beast, so he's going back to base. Wow. Can you send your camera mid for just like a second?
Yep, I'm there.
Okay, I don't see your camera.
Oh, I
That's
see your
fair.
camera now.
I don't see yours.
A
That's
little
fair.
bit.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
very like.
Yeah, it's like yours is like very opaque.
Yeah.
It's not normal. I think it's
No.
opaquer than normal. If that makes sense. Oh wait, but yours isn't moving. Are you also mid?
Mine's bottom though.
Okay,
Wait,
no.
do we both see this little piece of camera mid?
Yeah. Yep. Okay. so
That's
it's
just
bugged.
neither of us.
Yeah, that's just neither of us. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
So I just see that. Yeah, it's just bugged. Very cool.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Regardless, Pisha's an invisible.
At Jeff Hill, fix. I have the ties. Look at this. He's going max axis again, and he's got the Vlads queued up.
Ooh, what a great
Beastmaster.
W. Didn't matter.
Oh, I missed the kill again.
Yeah, I was
Ops.
watching that kill. I don't know if you were. I guess not.
No, I was looking at the Beastmaster's items.
Was your cam on?
No.
Okay, cool. I clicked away. So yeah, he is going Vlad's again. But
See, my problem is Yorcam covers up the hero's items and abilities, so it's like literally
Yeah,
a
yeah.
split screen cam.
It's just good for fights. That's all.
Exactly, but then I
Yeah.
don't turn it on for fights.
Okay, well, we're gonna do better. This
We'll get
time.
there. We'll get there.
Yeah,
Listen,
exactly. I think he should go Helm.
top
I
lane,
don't.
this might be a kill up here. Icy Eddie going forward. They're gonna hit the Grimstun, and there's actually a TP up from Oracle. Icy Eddie with the time lapse, just gonna run away. So it's a nice rotation that they're able.
That was
to
a
bait
nice
here.
try. Yeah, he took a
Yeah.
lot of damage on this Beastmaster.
Well, they're gonna lose their bot tower for this on the Radiant side, and
Oh, they are.
in the mid,
Buying
Bunions
onion
goes
side.
down.
But that's
Yeah.
that's the second Rolling Thunder committed that I feel like hasn't done much, which is gonna be a problem, I think.
Yeah.
But he is going Maelstrom, so he's
He's
gonna be
committing forward, gonna miss the remnant, so that'll be the end of that one.
he's going to be much more of a core this game. He's rushing a Maelstrom to try to help deal with these illusions.
Yes.
So I think, and that's gonna do a lot of damage. But I
No,
would have
absolutely.
liked to seen a Helm on Beastmaster. I wonder what's his reasoning this game.
Yeah,
for
the
switching up.
so I thought it was a big brain move. I'm right with
Yeah,
you.
I
I thought it
thought
was a
so
big
too.
move last game, but he will go down. Pishta with the TP rotation. Jumps forward with that second step. Looking for Oracle.
Pisha's going the same skill build again, I believe, which is the 404. which is very interesting. I
They're
know,
escaping a bit of trouble. Caught up by the Remnant. Okay, that was a very nice Remnant in the creep wave. There is a TP coming forward from Sev. Sev has no Rolling Thunder for 15, but Pischa is kind of out of spells here. And I have a jump coming up in 2. Looks like he'll be fine.
okay, I said the wrong word. It was translucent, I've been told. Whoops.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean though. That very very
Yeah.
faint outline there.
Yeah.
Look at this. Pischa out of HP and then walks into 2 bounty runes in its triangle.
XD.
Juicy refill.
Are you watching this bottom? No.
Yes. I promise I was watching.
I don't believe you.
I clicked it before you said anything, but like right as you said it.
Okay, so I think Sven is going mom, but he's just, I don't know. He has 50 CS, he's chill, but like, I feel like he's poor. Yeah. He's only 42.
He's okay.
He's gonna farm up.
He's not too behind.
He's fine, but I feel like you want to be more on this Sven here.
Yeah, I think it's kind of an unfortunate, right? Because
yeah.
I think he's not behind almost at all. But on Sven, you're not a hero this patch, so you want to be ahead from like minute 0.
It's kind of the same problem Alchemist and like Luna has in Medusa. You have all this farming built in, so you need to be able to be ahead in net worth because
well, I think Sven at 10 minutes isn't always ahead.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, but now's the time when you want to see him accelerate. I was just thinking more along the lines of if you're not a Giga strong hero in the patch, right?
Yeah.
It feels like if you're not ahead, you're behind just because you're not as strong of a innate hero.
I think the very good thing about for this Sven is they have big stacks. They just fucked up.
Oh, look at this top. They're gonna take a fight here. They do lose the top tower, but now Core's gonna rotate up. Bunyan's gonna reveal that ultimate as well, and
he died so fast.
Yeah.
That was insane. I feel
a lot of damage come out, especially with the Thunder God's Wrath over top.
I think the problem is he's just gonna keep dying like this then because he's going on Maelstrom. He's not gonna tank up for a while.
Yep.
But Radiant do have a lot of stacks. They just missed an ancient stack, but that'll be his acceleration for Sven. I guess in 30 seconds next God Strength would be my guess. He stacks it again and then goes.
After that sounds good to me. When he goes over there, you can be stack cam.
Yeah. All right, I'm down. I'll be stack cam. I'm ready. I'm watching Snapfire getting ready to do it. I'm ready. Turn me on, coach.
That's right. You're on. You're live.
Here we go. We're doing it. Oracle hit one. Snapfire's going. Are they gonna do it? Here's the box. Oh, they did it. The double. Oh wait, no, they missed the large camp stack. Okay, they missed the large camp, but they got the ancient.
There's a smoke up towards the triangle here.
Oh, here they are fighting though.
Yeah, look at this.
Look at
the root from Oracle.
Wow,
that's huge.
Well done. I mean, they saved Sven's life. I guess he's pretty tanky because he had ulti, and they cleared the big stack.
No, Pischa was ready to go, and then they got 2-man rooted, and nope, and they're gonna clear all the stacks for this. So
yeah, that was very well done.
I mean, that saves Ultra Gunner's early mid game, right? Yeah. Like, if he loses that stack, I think even if they don't lose the fight, right? If they kind of split the fight even, you're not taking the stack.
Yeah, I think
it'll be split in the fight.
His game is Giga recovered. At 10 minutes, he had like 4.2k net worth. He's now at 6.3.
Yeah, and he's almost on Echo Saber.
Yeah, he is. He is back definitely in this game, strong and in charge. CK is also doing all right, and so is Weaver. So it's gonna be Sven against the world, and I'm not sure that's the world you want to be. I think it can work out, but it's also Sven kind of susceptible to being a bit kited before like Ags and Swiftblink are like all 9 ready to go.
Yeah. At the same time, Sven will continue to accelerate. Like he's gonna have Echo Mom, so
he's gonna keep going. But I mean, the rest of his team it's feeling like another 4 protect 1 strategy, and I don't think.
Oh no! Roar came out top onto the Phantasm Illu.
Oof, that's rough.
I caught that right as it happened. Me randomly clicking around the map actually caught it.
But no. I think the 4 protect 1 does not work so well for this meta. I like Bloosher's style here a lot more.
Look mid, look at Bunions. He's positioned super well here. They want to go. He doesn't see anyone, but Bolt gonna be off and not gonna go forward. It's too bad. He just didn't know Oracle was hiding right in those trees.
Yeah, I think this Beastmaster's gonna kind of haul off again, going this utility build.
Yeah, so we were gonna talk about that and got sidetracked. like it felt like it was a big brain idea, right? In game
Yeah.
one, like, oh, NS can eat the creep, right? So why am I gonna get this 250 gold bounty just to be eaten all the time? Like that's not good.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
And I
very
don't know why
interesting.
you're not doing it this game.
I think Revamped is amazing, but like, I feel like
Yeah, but
he's playing Beastmaster and hasn't played for Beasts both games,
right.
which just feels
Well,
odd.
I think you can get the Wraith Pack, like, the Overlord's a farm accelerator, and it lets you farm, like, greedy parts of the map.
Yeah.
So you can get the Wraith Pack, like, instead of at 16 minutes, you get it at, like, 22, 23 minutes. Maybe a little later, because you get
I
this
think
big-ass item, but...
it feels weird, like going
Yeah.
double Vlads.
That's true. But, like, I don't know, if you want it for the
I don't know.
utility, I think it's fine, because Wraith Pack is so good.
Yeah.
J
Interesting.
top is getting ganked. Gonna get the Phantasm off. They're not gonna commit the roll for this. They roar him anyway. As the TP's come in. So it looked like they were just gonna back. They didn't want to put the Rolling Thunder in, right?
Yeah. No, that was
Roar after the fact.
I want to highlight two things. Pisha went Witchblade this game, so he wants a bit more burst damage to deal with the Sven, and and like the cores in general, with the save of Oracles, and he doesn't have to worry about the silence. So he's going Witchblade into Ags this game instead of Yule's Ags, which I like as a very interesting thing. And Sven is working on a BKB, so he wants to fight, but he's fighting now before
Sten
BKB.
getting kited up, now leashed up. Jay taking a lot of damage under the tower. Mortimer's Kisses rain him down.
I'm not sure how Jay got there. That was interesting. And
looked
Pango...
like he tried to connect with the team from top,
yeah.
so he just ran under the tower to try and connect, and didn't realize how strong, Sven was gonna be. Feature though, looking to clean up on the back. Thunder God's Wrath comes out, but having some trouble killing Snapfire. Look at this, Ice Yeti coming in late to the fight. Pango gets rolled. Ice Yeti taking damage, time lapse just as he's about to get hit.
Great time lapse.
Look at this, Peach's still around though. So have another swashbuckle through. They are gonna get out.
Pango went for a Diffusal Blade, which I find very interesting. I really like the Maelstrom idea to deal with the CKOs.
Yeah, I'm also not the biggest fan of Diffu against Weaver, because Chikuchi's still an issue for you, even with the Diffu, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of the same with Void Spirit. Like, you're not draining all his mana in one hit, or one swash.
I don't know, just interesting. And I didn't think that fight was going to go so well for Radiant there, because Sven just didn't have his BKB quite yet. But you saw the impact, like how much damage Kisses did, and they just have a better team fight on.
Look at this top.
Radiant.
They found CK farming by himself. There is no Sven ult. Roar came through, but the stun out onto Ultra Gunner at the same time, and Jay. Now the team arrives, so he'll be okay. He's taking poor damage, but he'll be fine.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, no, just a little hesitant to commit before the Sven BKB, so no God Strength for,
I guess,
whatever, 15 seconds.
The thing is, they did have Wraith Pact, I assume, so I think they wanted to use that timing, because I think that's a big swing in damage.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I think Sven just was hesitant to commit without God Strength, without BKB. Like, you know the team's probably coming, so if you don't burst CK right away, you're a little bit hesitant, a bit scared. So I think that's, probably the right call. You can very easily get wiped by Void Spirit plus Weaver if they show up. But yeah, no, so the point I was going to make before that broke out was, it feels like this Radiant squad really committing to the 4 Protect 1. Maybe a bit too much, right? With this very early Wraith Pact no farming item on Beast. With the skip Maelstrom, go Diffu, like this aggro item, and be like, okay, Ultra Gunner on Sven, you are the farm man. Get big, please. But it really sacrifices their game. Like, if you look at the net worth...
yeah, I agree.
They just start to run away. But the problem is, neither hero, right now, and Jay this time, God Strength up. So, he won't be saved this time around.
He will not.
But you know what I mean? Like, Beast doesn't have a way to come back ever into the game.
Yeah.
He's never getting any farm on this hero. It looks like Pango is going back for the Maelstrom, so he will eventually climb back in. Beastra in the mid.
I think the
Looking
one thing
for Oracle, but forced to back away as the Rolling Thunder came
Oracle
out.
just waves. That's insane.
Pisha out
Pisha-
of jumps. Sev just bounces off the Roach Pit. Stun comes out, and Pisha low on mana, does have one jump away. Cookie not going to connect Pisha. TP's out on the high ground, and Roar Kiss is going to be dropped out onto Agile to finish off.
I think
Grim.
Pisha is also in danger of falling behind now, though. He was having a pretty solid game before. He was keeping up with the CK and the Weaver, and now he's falling a bit behind. But on the flip side, they do have this Bunyan's hero still. He went Aether ones first this game because I think he's much more afraid of roll and being found out from the mobility of the mid. And I
do think
he also,
after seeing it both games too, going it even if you don't feel threatened in the moment is pretty impactful, because you never know in the next like 8 minutes before you can get anything else whether that situation's going to change. And on the 4 Zeus, you don't want to eat your team's farm being like, oh shit, I greeted out and now I need 5 minutes to farm an Aether Lens.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting that he went a much more farming build this game. Last game he went 0-4-4, I believe, and now he has 4-2-2. So he's really committed to like just farming up now.
Yeah.
Or at least like clearing waves that nobody else is getting to. And it is sacrificing Pisha a bit for sure.
Yep.
Weaver has his BKB now though, so he's ready. Ultra Gunner's BKB is on the way as well.
Yeah.
I thought it was, but then I didn't see it, so I got scared. Weaver is looking for a Scotty. I think that works really well against the Oracle. I think it'll tank him up enough to be able to kite and deal with
helps
Sven
a lot against Sven as well, yeah, because like you said, Sven very easily kited. Scotty gonna let him hit Shikuchi and reposition without much worry.
Yep, I think it'll make
Sven. Beastmaster TPing down there, thinking about defending this tier 2 as the rotation is coming in from the mid. Sev coming in with the Rolling Thunder. I'm gonna jump over the cliff, and it looks like Agile might be left behind as Pisha jumps forward, actually. Sev did clean up Agile. Pisha scouted out on the back, but no one going after him, so...
I don't know if you saw that, but Agile used his ulti on Sev, obviously, but it looks like Filski backed up to make sure it didn't get leashed, so I thought that was very heads up.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And like... definitely mitigates like the reason why
Ultra Gunner BKB popped as well as God Strength. Jay in a bit of trouble, trying to get Xeriscape in time, but not gonna happen. Nice dodge of the Zeus ult as well with the whatever the fuck the magic immunity spell is called. What's it called?
Avatar.
Fate's Edicts, that's the one.
Oh.
No, Oracle.
Oh, Oracle, not BKB.
No, yeah, don't know if he would have ticked down to it, but he got it off just before Zeus ult came through.
Wrong one that I talked about.
That's right, yeah. No, to be honest, if you asked me what BKB active was called, I probably would get it wrong too. Like, I know that, but like, do I know that?
They've aged on Sven now, so that's cool.
Yeah.
He is a transform hero, so it's not the most effective, but
who's the caster that asked all the trivia? Is that Suns fan cast? Is
probably
he the one that knows all the trivia?
I mean, he's old. I'm sure he knows a bunch.
It's someone. I really love when they do all the trivia casts. It's hilarious.
It is.
Every time, it never gets old. They're like, what's the active on the tier 4 neutral item that is the what's the Witch Bane active called?
That's like definitely a Suns fan type move, I feel like.
But he could ask the same item game after game. It would make me laugh every time.
We're almost at the Ags for Void Spirit, and CK has a blink now, so that'll be cool. Initiation.
Yeah.
Maelstrom is ready on Pango. He's going for his blink next.
Okay, look at this. So Snapfire has just finished up a blink dagger.
Yeah.
It looks like they're gonna siege this tier 2 without incident. So Snap's finished up a blink before the shard. So I think usually this comes out in the other order, because without the shard, the blink feels less impactful nowadays. You don't have to stun on Q. I guess his idea is like he wants to be very far positioned in the back so he can get the kisses off. So
yeah, okay. So
if I need to come forward, I can.
Snapfire is this weird hero where you have you have to play.
Ultra Gunner's just in. Hooky forward. It's got BKB ready and he's gonna pop it to make sure he gets this kill. That's God Strength, BKB committed. Lee's gonna make sure they can't go forward for more.
Yeah, so like I was saying, Snapfire is this weird hero where you want to play right up in front of them, and you want to play super far back. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
either you either have to play like unideally, right, and just like use one of your skill sets like per fight, or you get something
Ultra
like this
Gunner up on the
Blink
high
Dagger.
ground. I'm gonna cut you off again as he decides to go forward. Man, you can't get a thought
can't
off.
catch him up,
Every
right.
time they kick the fight,
Yeah.
and nothing ends up happening. But yeah,
there's no
he wants to
blink
play
up
right
there.
in front of you, but also
Yeah.
doesn't want to die.
Yep. Well, no, not even die. It's also like if you're so like the problem with like especially against like a hero like Phoenix is where this comes out a lot. You want to use your ulti, but you also want to be able to use Widow Shredder to counter like the egg, right? But you
Yeah.
can't do both
Here's
right
the
away.
smoke
So you
straight
need
into Ultra Gunner. Blink
you
away.
need the blink to be able to do that. So that's why I feel like it's okay to get it before the
Pull
shard.
forward, Beast. Beast goes down straight away. Ultra Gunner did run forward, so a little bit out of position. But they're gonna decide to go for Oracle instead on this side. No, I think you're right with the positioning battle.
I actually can't
I
say
feel like
anything
usually you
before a
see the
fight
shard
happens.
first because the idea is like, oh, I'll get the stun utility first.
Yeah.
Look at this. Jay is in really far. Jay is just gonna feed, right? Like, there's no way this is good. Or this is really good.
Or he's just a Giga
Or
Chad.
he's just the Giga Chad. Like, holy, he will eventually go down to the Mortimer's Kisses, but takes out the Aegis and takes out the mid Pango. Ultra Gunner forced to pop the BKB to run away as well, as the Remnant was off the mark. I can't believe he didn't just die to Sven.
Yeah, well, he didn't have Godstring. Sentence is useless here without Godstring.
I know, but he walked up straight into the 1 and the 2.
He's a Giga Chad. What can you do?
He has less net worth than both of them. There's no way.
Zeus has Octarine Core, so that's cool. Another diversion from last game. Weaver's
Zeus
almost
has
had his...
Octarine Core? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. He's a core.
Funyuns.
He has as much farms as fucking Beastmaster.
Funyuns, get a Force Staff.
Never.
Come on.
That's illegal. He has as much net worth as the Beastmaster. And almost as Pisha. Which is kind of insane.
Weaver Scotty about to come out as well.
That'll be sick.
Yes,
Sven's looking for a crit. Okay, he just...
Okay, yes, another free kill.
So that's what God Strength does. Damage.
Yes.
It actually allows you to kill things.
There's no BKB for 20, so...
He has
I
no
think they just...
strength and no Aegis. I feel like if he goes up, this is insane.
He actually just blinks up on the high ground, finds Bunions. Bunions gets 4 hit, right? That's 4 hits?
Yeah, something around there.
Now we're gonna hit into the tower, but jump forward from Pisha. Pisha looking for the kill. They're just gonna get Sven out.
Really close on net worth, but it does not feel that way when they hit with these God Strength timings. Like, he just has so much more damage than that Weaver is able to provide, and the 4 Protect 1 is actually working with the Oracle, just giving him infinite life.
I will say, Weaver hasn't been very team fight heavy so far this game.
Yeah, he's
occasionally he shows up, but we're not seeing... Like, Weaver only shows up to fights where God's Strength is run out or is not available. I don't know that we've seen him in a fight with
He's needed the Scotty to really be able to, like, tank a hit or two from Sven. And also, like, not just die to, like, a Roar or something. I think the way the fights have happened, he hasn't been able to be patient either. To, like, go jump on the backline like we were saying in the draft.
So you're telling me Bunyan should have went Lotus instead of Octarine Core?
Okay, I'm not gonna flame the Octarine Core because it's fucking epic, but it's also not good. I don't know.
It is Giga Chad. Pisha gets roared up. No Lotus save, and we'll get taken down. Another Soulbind not gonna catch the target, so Sev able to continue rolling through. And I hit a couple stuns on the way through, and now the roll up gets pushed away. Weaver pushing him all the way out to the side. Invis Rune not gonna save his life. Mortimer's Kiss is now raining out the side as Ultra Gunner up the high ground. They find 3 for the life of their mid, and the rest of Bloosher.
I really like this Scripture pick. I think maybe it shouldn't have been last pick, but I think I'm very confused about he's just poor. He's just half net worth of Oracle and Snapfire. Like, he just has Tranquil Boot Stick at 30 minutes.
I mean, Zeus is a vacuum.
Okay, absolutely, but it's not.
No, yeah.
Like,
he's just bought back too. But,
Yeah, it's just
yeah,
raw.
he is poor.
He has literally just a shard. Like,
Yeah,
this
we
is
were
bad.
talking about him potentially getting Ags this game to
Yeah,
get
that's not
Sven
happening
damage.
anytime soon.
No, that'll happen at 55 minutes.
I mean, if they hold that long, they'll definitely.
Yeah.
But it's looking bad. Even though the net worth is still like neck and neck. It's just
Yeah, again, it's what we talked about. Beastmaster has no way back into the game. He's got the boobs again.
Yeah. Oh, I love the boobs.
Yeah. But he has no way to catch back up, and Pango now does have a way to catch back up.
But yeah, it's not
But
mattering though because they're winning every fight.
yeah,
Like because Sven's just going Giga Chad right now. He's going for the Daedalus, and Snapfire is doing a lot of damage. I think Snapfire is really helping.
yeah. Well, look
Not
at
like
this. So
flatline, but like let de-spikeify their damage. Right? It's
Yeah.
very spiky with Sven
jump
Godstrength.
forward, Ultra Gunner, now God Strength back up, BKB. Now they are going to get soulbound together, and trying to hit into Ice Yeti. Roar comes out onto Weaver as well. Is the damage there in time? No. Time Lapse going to get off, back full HP. Ice Yeti. Gonna back up for now. Sev comes through with the roll. Actually gonna get a lot of hits here. Is all the way up to the side, and Sven back forward, cleaving up. Gonna get taken down. Weaver one hit and Jay one hit on the CK, but not gonna matter as two heroes down. Buyback
That is
comes out
gem
as
down, but Xeriscape goes in to steal it.
Did find the gem back. So I mean, that was a good cleanup on that was a good cleanup on Sven. I was super close to them almost just losing the game.
Yeah.
Weaver and CK both one hit from death, and before when the stun came out on Sven.
That's crazy. Crazy fight.
Like one cleave would have killed them both at the same time.
Alright, I don't know if you've seen what Bunnies has queued up, but it's Giga Chad.
Is it Deathblade? It's Deathblade.
It is. Oh,
Bunnies.
Weaver's also going for a Daedalus. Because he definitely needs damage. You can just see how much more Sven is outputting.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think Weaver just can't fight this one. Weaver's job has to be to find the backlines now because Pisha is just not rich enough to do it.
Yeah, the backlines are just way richer. Like,
Yep.
he has Force Staff and Ghost Scepter. It's like hard to deal with. He needs Nullifier and he needs Daedalus.
Right.
Kind of.
I'd like to see him go the Nullifier first and just, you know, make your job find the Oracle so that Sven doesn't get this free pass in fights.
Fair.
Because Pisha at one point, you could make the argument that it's his job, but not really anymore. He just doesn't have the money.
Yeah.
This time is going to focus down the Oracle as Beast
But
left
that was
to die
really
on the
good.
front.
They had to.
Rolling Thunder comes out, actually chaining up Ice Yeti very well. BKB to make sure he goes down and will fall straight away. See if they can get more. Sven wants to keep going in, but Ultra Gunner now silent, stunned up. Pisha trying to chain him up. Will catch the Remnant, he will go down. Sev trying to roll up away, but not going to work. And now it's going to be 4 down as... Gonna make that 5 eventually. Xeriscope should be cleaned up here.
So, this is what happens when they force the Oracle to ulti himself to live.
Yeah.
And they were able to just win the fight. And that's why, like, this game felt really, really hard, but they were able to hold high ground, and the net worth has been even the entire time. So
Yep.
even though the momentum was not in the case, it still worked out. Even though the Weaver died, like the carry, it doesn't matter. It was still fine.
Yeah, well, he was able to get the backlines this time with, like, he got there first. He didn't have to go through the Sven.
He kind of
Yeah, he didn't have to go
initiated, which is
through
very
the-
weird.
Yeah.
Sven kind of came in late, and then he overcommitted and got bursted. It
Yep.
was a very cool fight.
There's no shard on Beast. Oh, there was. Okay. These can do the dive bomb while they're moving, right?
I have no idea. I think so.
I think
I
they
don't
can. I thought he was going to cancel the TP. CK was TPing out from this hard camp here.
Yeah, yeah.
All the way deep. Can you see if I draw on the map?
No.
Can I not draw on the map?
Yeah, no. I saw it though. I knew.
I can
I'm
ping.
nowhere.
No, I can't. Can I
Nope.
ping?
I mean, I
can
don't
ping.
see it. You can ping, but I don't see it.
That's funny.
Pisha
You should be
going
able to see that.
Fond and Kaya. He has his Kaya. Right now.
Oh my god, Bunyan's actually has
Bunyan's
to go
is
scepter
actually
and
going for
the Kaya.
the
He's gonna
so
buy it.
close. Beastmaster is going for the AC. He's almost there. What
Yeah,
is
this
Sven
time
doing?
his carry isn't getting it, so
Yeah.
ready for it. Jay. Oh,
Ooh,
the
what
quick
a
blink
blink
away.
out.
Okay. And the rainbow TP is gonna come in. That should dissuade them from going
Very
in.
cool. But
Very
now
nice reaction.
DD
Look at this.
and Roche is
DD
up.
spawns. DD spawns
They know.
top. Roche ready.
Both teams know the DD is up. Oh, Ice Yeti's
Ice
committing.
Yeti's gonna go get it, and the jump
They're
forward
gonna
onto
fight.
Oracle. Oracle gonna get picked
Ooh.
off before the fight starts. Instant buyback. They know Roche is available. Ice Yeti though on the DD wants to
That's
go
a
forward,
bad
but
death.
decide to stay away. Jay, not so hesitant. Will go in, and Ice Yeti claims a kill. Should be Roche for them.
Yeah, that was a rough death from the Oracle there.
Really, really
He
rough.
was way too far up. And now they get a free Roche. That was a sick play from...
They'll buy back on
Ice
the
Yeti
snap,
and
so they do
Grim.
want to contest this. Hard to contest into Weaver double damage though. It is gonna last for another about 10 seconds.
I think
So-
they're going to be able to finish Roche before they even...
Roche, blink
Oh!
forward, but Ice Yeti does get the Aegis.
he
Shard
grabbed the shard
stolen
on
away,
Pango.
but he's taking a lot of damage from that DD Weaver. One more hit will go down to Pisha. Meanwhile, Ultra Gunner on the front has BKB, has God Strength, doesn't want to commit either. Is able to claim Agile and get back to the high ground without committing anything.
I mean, that's still a huge win for Dire, I think. They've grown their lead. They've doubled their lead from 2 to 4K. They only lost to Grim, and they got their mid for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can just
That was
see
huge.
committing into DD Weaver if your whole team isn't ready to go, even in the ball, like you just don't have the
And,
HP.
and
to commit
Sven's
into that.
taking damage now from Weaver. I saw like that fight. It looked like he was actually dishing some damage on the Weaver, and that's before his Daedalus is ready.
Yep. Now part of that is DD,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
won't have that
but
every
it,
fight.
it
but-
ran out. It ran out by the time he started hitting Sven, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, I might have done. I had clicked off him when I
I think it
clicked on
ended
the
like
Pango.
a little bit before to do Roche.
Yeah, I do know that all that damage onto Pango. Like,
Yeah,
there's no
yeah,
way he gets
Pango
that
was
kill without the
definitely
DD because Pango just like fly by.
Yeah.
But
So let's look at items really quick. Sanj and Kaya almost ready for Pisha.
Bunions.
The F-Blade is gonna be ready and
Okay, hang on.
500 gold.
Look what item he has in his inventory and look which one he has in his backpack.
He's Chad, dude. He needs the mana. Okay, that's all I can
He's
say.
against a Sven. He's against a
Chad.
Sven.
Chad. It's the only word for it.
Oh my goodness.
CK. I don't know what CK's buying. He had AC up, shift queued before, and it looks like that's what he still has. So looks like that's what he's gonna want.
Sven
Sven
next
wants a
on the docket
Satanic.
for Sven. Yeah.
Yeah,
Even though it's in the Scotty, I mean, I like it.
I like it too.
Makes
I
you
think
a
it's
big
just
and
so
beefy boy. You can dispel the silence from Void Spirit, so you don't need to commit BKB straight away all the time.
Yep. I think it's very nice. I think
Ooh, Snap
know.
has Ags almost on the way.
that'll be a lot of fun. Love that Ags. I think Beastmaster, like we've said before, he's just fallen off. He's lower net worth than the Bunions, and he still doesn't have this AC. I think
Yeah.
if he had this AC, it really negates the Weaver, but he's just not there yet.
I mean, I have to say, like, I don't like to criticize gameplay too much, but I can't agree with the no farming item on Beast. It feels so sad.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's definitely committing to the 4 protect one.
Well, because
Very
I'm thinking,
heavily.
like, oh, if you see other heroes that do this, like Visage builds this way. But Visage can farm with the birds. Like, Visage has no problem.
I guess
farming
maybe that's what
waves.
he's trying to do with the axes, because you can farm with the axes, I think, a decent amount. But it's
Yeah,
not.
but you need two axes on one creep wave, and it's 8-second cooldown, so you're really stuck around.
Yeah.
It's just awkward, you know,
It
without
is.
the summon. Like, that's why you go the Overlord, is the summon lets you farm for the rest of the game.
Ooh, Pisha actually switched his item build up to an E-Blade of his own.
He did.
And
I
Bunyan
turned into
has
E-Blade
money
and has
for
the
his.
Octarine queued up.
Bunyan has money for his E-Blade, and Weaver is looking for a Satanic. Make sure he just isn't bursted in if he can't get time lapse off.
Yep, I like that as well.
I do as well.
I'm surprised Jay's building the way he has. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I kind of figured we'd see Halberd come out of him at some point.
He went Basher. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense. They kind of need the stuns. Like,
Yep.
I think Halberd isn't a factor because this BKB's been like, I don't know, 6-second
No,
BKB.
I figured he'd go
on a
like
mirror.
Armlet Halberd Blink kind of deal and be like utility. See, because you put him in the 3
Yeah,
and you're expecting your Weaver to do all the damage.
Yeah, he's going Chad though, because I think Weaver is not a hero that does all the damage.
Yeah, but it's also like Giga 4 Protect 1 for Sven, so if he gets Halberded, like what do?
That's fair, but I think it's I like when
But it's not
CK
wrong. I don't think it's wrong.
in the offlane goes carry it, like goes kind of carry items.
Bunions
I
just
don't know
dies
that
in the
one.
mid.
Okay, that's a little.
So now the rest of the team's gonna have to try and find the fight. They were smoked up on the high ground. Ultra Gunner, not gonna be trouble. His Pisha does decide to go away, but Icy Eddie wants to stick around. Roar up onto him, and that's Aegis going down, but that was his BKB as well. Meanwhile, Sev on the backlines, chaining up the rest of the team. Oh my goodness, Pisha and
Oh, he got the time lapse.
He both stood up, but time lapse does come out.
Oh, he still dies.
Is he gonna get away? Kisses raining in. Sev, ooh,
20,
30 HP. Get away. He's away.
He's away.
I don't know how.
That was
he's
a
away.
rough fight though. Bunyan started that fight by just getting caught, and that's really hard to
Yeah,
win a fight.
he got caught in. Oh my, Sven just got a DD.
Uh-oh.
This could be knock on the high ground. Now buybacks are available, so they shouldn't get anything off of this, but it should force some buybacks. So
Yeah,
not nothing, but you know what I mean. No base damage.
Yeah, they
Blip comes out, buyback from Agile. See if they're gonna try and stick and force any more. But there's no God Strength, no BKB, so they're they're just
that
gonna.
should be enough.
Ultra Gunner blinks away, so
They have Hawk.
maybe a little miscommunication as Icy Eddie went in and Pishcha kind of got the hell out right away. Yeah. Look at this. Agile just dies in the base. Sev going in, but taking a lot of physical damage. Now the tower damage. We'll get false promised up, but that's going to leave some risk on the front. Now Pishcha does go in, Sven. Forced to back away. Sev goes down under the tower.
That was not worth it for a tier 3, I think.
Yeah.
That was a little too deep.
They do get a dieback on Agile, and they get the Pishcha buyback.
Agile's been dying all the time this game. He's at he's only at 8 actually. I thought he was higher. I expected higher.
I don't think it's worth either, but they do get some value. Like they force the buyback out of Void Spirit.
I guess the best part about this is Roche is gonna be up in 3 minutes. That means he won't have buyback for the Roche fight.
Yep.
So that'll be huge, really.
This Sven has Moonshard queued up.
That's epic. I think he does need attack speed. I think the problem with this Echo Saber build is because you definitely like just don't have the attack speed at a certain point. And like it consistent it levels out your damage kinda. Which is very nice.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. He's about to get the level 25 taunt, which is actually gonna be huge. Yeah, he should take the Dissimulate stun, and if he can find the backlines with that, he's already got the shard for the extra ring.
It's huge, yeah. The shard.
Like, if he can find Oracle, right?
Yeah,
you burst Oracle in 2 seconds.
Yep.
So
that's insane.
It unlocks opportunities for them that they just didn't have before, I think.
Bunions is very aware of his situation. He's not buying out.
Yes. Needs to be ready for the Roche fight coming up.
He does. Weaver is also he went Morbid Mask and he's switching to Lincoln's after that last fight where he just got roared and died. He wants.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I do as well.
Yeah, do they have anything to pop the Lincolns? I guess it'd be Oracle spells.
Yeah, that's not.
But that's not the most reliable. Otherwise, really nothing. Fusel Blade. I don't know. Those are hard to get onto him to cancel.
And
so.
Unfortunately for Sven, I don't know when he was overtaken. I haven't been paying attention, but like he does. There is more net worth on Weaver than there is on Sven.
Yep.
That is very nice. Ooh, a timeless or a ninja gear, and all right, let's check tier 4s actually. Dire has timeless, Stormcrafter, and Penta Edge, and that's Radiant. Excuse me, I can't talk.
No, you're
Dire,
right. That's Dire
has Ninja Gear, Penta, Stormcaster,
Oh,
Timeless Relic, and Fell Prism.
Look at this Pisha in. Gonna hit the 2-man stun with that level 25 talent. So Oracle actually down for 100 seconds. Is that a dieback? Did he buy it at some point? Long time ago?
No, he just doesn't have it available.
He must have bought like long time ago. I think his Beast's gonna get cleaned up as well.
Yeah, his buyback
100 seconds is too long for an Oracle.
He just doesn't have money right now. He bought out his Aether once.
No, but his death timer is super long. Like it has to be. He bought back like 10 minutes ago. Last time he died.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't remember, but it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
That's probably true. You're probably right.
Fortunately for them, Roach not going to be up for 53 seconds, so they're going to be just respawning when Roach comes back up. So they should be able to mount a defense even though Oracle is dead for a billion years. But yeah, so we saw the Pisha 25 talent came out. Got the 2-man stun, Snap getting away anyway, but take down the Oracle.
They still got 2 kills.
Yeah.
And they're able to play on the map very aggressively now. And he has the gem on Pisha, so nobody's getting away in Viz.
This Ice Yeti is bringing out the Lincolns now as well, which is a pretty huge item. I don't know how they can burst him anymore.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
They need to pop the Lincolns and still get the Roar into Stormhammer.
There is an Ags on Pango, which is pretty nice. Sven has a Blink and a Swift Blink queued up.
Okay, so he's replaced the Moonshard in this quick buy.
Yes. He has E-Blade on Bunions. He's looking for a Blink Dagger next. There's a casual plate mail on CK, and he is
Lynx picks up a creep to try and spit it in, but gonna get caught in the mid instead. 115 seconds on the deck.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a dieback timer as well.
Both just died. Yeah, okay.
Pango went down in one flurry? One swing of crits? What do you call it?
Flurry
of
blows,
bashed with a cudgel really hard.
Yeah. And CK is going for the halberd that you were thinking about. Which
Look at that. Cool. I think it's really late. It might be too late for that, but
he's doing it though.
Hey,
in the quick buy anyway.
He's going for it. Yeah.
This beast still does not have his AC.
I saw a refresher shard. Yeah, it's not a refresher on Pisha.
A while. Lincoln's is ready on the Weaver.
Yes.
Not sure if we saw that.
But look at this. There's gonna be 4 jumps from Pisha, 2 dissimulates so he can chain stuns.
Yeah.
Oh, Lincolns gets popped by the Hawk stun.
Wow.
That's super anti-value. That is a longer cooldown.
CK has
Jump forward, CK. They're gonna find the Oracle.
Probably just
Dissimulate gonna take him down. There's no buyback on Oracle actually. 80 seconds on the deck. Snap
CK has the gem. Got rid of his plate mail, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. Need that vision.
But I wonder how they're gonna initiate this fight.
Oh, here it goes. And Sven gonna go in. Yep. Quick crits. Ice Yeti. One hit. Will get brought down. Aegis is ready, and here's the Soulbind now. Pisha is in with the refresher. Gonna chain him up with the stun.
Yep.
Beautiful play there. Sven does have buyback for this, but the team is going down around him. Sev is gonna roll back. He'll be fine.
I think they can commit here on Bloosher, I think.
Yep, they can hold though. Ultra Gunner taking some damage, gonna be saved up, but gonna have to concede the racks here, I believe. Sven needs to heal. There's no God Strength. There's no BKB. And that was absolutely beautiful from Pisha.
Yeah, the lead has exploded for Dire.
Oh
now.
yeah,
We're up to 20k. This one's looking a bit over.
But I love that they gave him the refresher shard with that 25 talent on the dissimulate stun. Hit 2-man stuns, chained him up, and not gonna go into continue. Just gonna keep cleaning up the racks.
This is looking very hard for now.
Yeah, this
there's
is
no
2 lanes. I mean, they're gonna go for megas. There's no snap
for 3
for a
seconds
minute
before they can fight, really.
Yeah, and there's no snap for a full minute as well. So, BKB in 25. BKB in 20. Sorry, God Strength was in 25.
Yep.
They will be able to try and mount a last defense of this Rax, but they're gonna need to wait it out. Trying to get the disarm over onto Weaver. Couple sources. Jump forward from Pisha. Gonna hit another 2-man stun. That's like the 4th this fight. That's insane.
Yeah, these 2-man sights are
Ice
insane.
Yeti. Oh my goodness. You see how close that was?
Yeah, that was really close.
That was insane. Doesn't have Satanic because he did go for that Lincolns, but
I think he just
able to get away.
Lincolns.
CK. Did he? I didn't
no,
catch it.
Something.
Jump forward, Pisha.
Ooh.
Gonna claim the triple kill.
Weaver died. But...
More kills here. Ultra Gunner. BKB Satanic.
Satanic.
Pisha, the F-Blade save. Agile though. Might be the
kiting.
one left here.
This Sven just got so kited. That was so sad.
Jump forward. All right, Sev.
But they're buying back. They want to end this game
back
here
straight
and
away.
now.
Yes. Sev with the roll up. Not gonna hit Bunions. Bunions. Offensive F-Blade. Pisha with the jump forward. Not gonna find the kill with the Snapfire save.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
It's huge.
Actually is. Snap gonna go down for his trouble though. Blink forward, gonna mean he can't get out. And now it's 2v5 defense. Again, no God Strength.
Yeah, that's tough. This was very well played by Bloosher. They were really on their back ropes for the first 35 minutes of this game, but eventually
Yeah.
just the problem with Sven, like he just can't consistently team fight, and how
Roll up
Dota is
here.
played nowadays.
Agile forces into the roll and goes down. Bunions. Next on the block. Blade save. Roll up won't save you this time. It will go down. And they'll call
Like,
it at some point.
as soon as Bloosher got momentum, they never lost it. They were able to just keep punishing
Yeah.
Sven ulti over and over.
Yeah,
the
so
amount.
for a while in the early game, they couldn't really find that timing. They kept smoking in right as Sven's spells came off cooldown. And then
Yeah.
eventually they kind of found it in one fight where they caught Sven with no spells. And
Yep.
then were able to just abuse that timing every time. Force him to use
And,
the ult
I mean,
more
he took
defensively.
he took the God Strength talent, and it wasn't enough.
Yeah. I mean,
Or
you
the
have to, right?
cooldown
The stun... Oh, the cooldown, yeah.
Like they were still able to abuse him. But GG's, well played from
GG's. No, that
Bloosher.
was a very nice game.
That was a
from
fun
Bloosher.
series. Yeah.
Yeah, close games. I mean, sometimes you get these series where, you know, whatever the league is what it is, and stomps happen.
Yep.
I don't know. I didn't look too close at what the rules are. I think this is like you need to have a 6.5k average team or something.
Yeah,
Like you can't
don't
be
know
above
the
a
rules.
certain average and whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, my experience with that kind of series, like those kind of leagues, is you can get some pretty imbalanced games.
Yeah.
But this was a tight series. Like this is a very close series, and
Very well done.
if I remember from the standings, and I can, you know what, I don't know if I ever put your cam on the screen, and I did once.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm despairing. But you know what? I will
fine.
learn how to do it eventually.
Yeah.
I need
it's
to like
fine.
give you the button on my keyboard.
Oh well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find the standings. I think they exist. Standings channel. Yes. This is pre this game standings. But open original. Figure out how to put it on my screen. Yes, there it is. Haha, transition. Look at that. Okay, so Bloosher was the number one team right now.
I see.
They're
Very well played.
7-2 series, so that makes them 8-2 now. And this other team was what was their team? Mrcrazyguy, I see. Right here. They were 4-2-1, so they're like 6th place. So now 4-3-1. So that's actually not too bad. It looks like there's a bunch of teams with like no wins or one win and a lot of losses, which could be forfeits as well, because I know that happens.
Yeah.
But it seems like this top set of teams actually has a nice stack of wins, so maybe it's a pretty nice competitive league. I mean, that would be epic.
It would be.
I don't know. Definitely have to check out more games if series come out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get back into casting. I don't know if you're around. I'm looking to like do duo casts.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. It was fun.
Yeah,
I
for
had
sure.
a lot of fun. It was a good series to watch.
Yeah. I gotta stop doing solo casts because they burn me out in 2 seconds. Like, actually. Kill me. But yeah, okay, it was epic.
Yeah, it was epic. GG's.
Thanks for sticking around. I think I gotta somehow let this roll out its 2-minute delay duration.
Yeah.
I'm going to end you.